Not yet. You're
You're live.
live.
Okay. Go live, right?
I know. Your mesmerizing DJ voice.
Yeah, somebody said I was mesmerized.
Yeah, I know, right?
Hey, what's up, YouTube fam? What's up, Richie Broad peeps? First of all, thank you all for your kind birthday wishes. I really appreciate.
Shawty, it's your
Okay,
birthday.
all right. Okay, check it out. Before we get started, I'm telling Ching is gonna run the point today.
I am.
Ching's gonna you're running the point today. I'm gonna be in Ching's role, and I'm gonna follow the leader. So Ching's running the point, but real quick to what's up to Novel, Slick Rick, Jamal, John Armwood. What is up to you? Yeah. So this is just. I'll let you go.
Good evening, everyone. So first of all, we'd like to greet everyone a happy holidays. I hope you're enjoying all the baby back ribs.
Yeah. Who was cooking the ribs?
Rodmo.
Rodmo was cooking the ribs, right?
Vernon in the house.
What's up, Vernon? What's going on, my man?
Yeah. So also, of course, Rich here is feeling young. And
I don't know about all that. But I feel good. I do feel good, right?
Yeah. At least you feel good, and you know.
Yes, live. That's half the battle. Right?
Hi, good morning, Slick Rick, and every waking day is a blessing.
That's right.
Every time you wake up, it's a blessing.
For sure.
Yes. So we have some question and answers, questions, and of course we're going to answer those questions from you. We pulled out some questions from our comments from our recent videos. Yeah. Also, we would like to let you know that again, just a disclaimer that we are not soliciting anything from you guys, and we just want to at least get to do a live stream just before the year ends to catch up with everyone. And also, it's a very good experience that we do the live stream once in a while to chat live with our audience.
We got to now. Okay, the reason I'm gonna tell you guys why I wanted Ching to run the point
because you guys, I won't stop.
Y'all don't understand that it's gonna be a soliloquy, a diatribe. She will go on for a long while.
Okay, so
I got to kind of keep her on point. Yeah. You don't see this, but sometimes I gotta jab her leg to keep her on point. But anyway, yeah.
Yeah. So again, we're not soliciting, but any super chat or super thanks or whatever, Superman. Come on. Any super would be welcome, but again, we're not soliciting anything. Yeah. So
nobody's if you want to send a super chat or anything like that, nobody is going to hate you. But we'll never solicit any kind of money or funds from our audience, and we appreciate you guys being on. Please don't forget to hit the like button. Definitely hit the like button. It really helps the YouTube algorithm to it helps them to push our channel.
Are
right?
You okay?
Yeah, I got it.
Okay. Now, what's up, Men's Daily? And there you go.
And what's up, Apollo the Sun God?
Okay. Hey, Jamal, you'll be on the Philippines on the 29th of January.
Jamal, don't come out here without hollering at somebody.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just somebody. Yeah. Even if it's not us.
No.
I'm just kidding.
Man, come on, man. Jamal, don't come out here without giving us a call or sending us an email or contacting us. Let us know where you're going to be if you want to. I mean, if you want to, you probably have an itinerary. But if you want to hook up, definitely give us a call or send us an email or whatever. You can get at me on WhatsApp, and we'll definitely do everything we can to get at you. So
and our email is also on the description of our YouTube channel. So just in case you want to send us an email, so it's there. First of all, happy birthday, Rich. Thank you from Apollo.
Sun God, I appreciate. I want to talk about remember my thing about more than one God from yesterday.
Oh yeah. Anyway, every time we do, I know, but every time we do a live stream, our YouTube fam always hit up topics that we just discussed. So Slick Rick, oh yeah, I know you're excited to be here, but just like what we always say, that you put your mind right, your heart right, and your money right, so you don't just enjoy your time being here and just, you know, be vigilant.
All right.
Be vigilant because, yeah.
Real quick, Apollo Sun God, thanks a bunch for that super chat. John Armwood, I got your email right here, my man, and I got your info, and we will definitely I'll definitely be looking you up when I get back to the house. So I appreciate you dropping me your information, and it's something I'm definitely looking forward to.
Yeah. So, good evening, Mopar. And also, Men's Daily mentioned here that you guys do scheduled consultations. I think we were talking about that the other day.
We do. It's something. To be honest, here's my thing. I don't want to solicit. I don't want to do the buy me a coffee thing. I don't want. That's not what I'm about. I don't think that's what we're about. I would rather sit down and talk with you. We can WeChat. We can do a WeChat. I'm not in China. We can do a WhatsApp. Let's just we can just chop it up. If you got questions, we got answers. We'll try to answer whatever we can. I don't want to make money off you guys. That's not the purpose of us being here. Yeah. YouTube pays us. That's enough for me.
Yeah, and you're
if you want to donate for whatever the value you feel the services are, you can do that. But otherwise, you got our number. You got the number. You got my email. We can schedule a time and we can just chop it up. I'm not charging anybody for anything like that. Okay, and it's just that simple.
Yeah, that's the reason why we don't have that buy me.
Yeah, I'm not doing the buy me a coffee thing. I'm not soliciting funds. John Armwood, thank you. I appreciate the super chat. Definitely appreciate that. Yes. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Yeah. So let's just give a quick shout out to those who just came in. So hi Beggy and Mopar.
Beggy and Mopar, what's up? Thank you guys. Thank you guys for joining us. Don't forget to hit the like button. Please hit the like button when you come in. We really appreciate that.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thanks so much. Okay. Look.
Okay. Fantasy is, I really like
it. Novel. Hit us. This is you guys's live stream. You guys got questions, we'll hit you with the answers. We'll do our best to answer your questions. Whatever it is. And just keep in mind, I just ask that you guys, not too personal or anything like that. But we'll answer any questions that we can answer within reason, right?
Yeah.
Within reason. Okay?
Yeah. So Mopar said you're a good dude for real.
Much appreciated. Yeah. Tobias, what's up? Tobias is in the house.
Good morning. Good evening, Keith. I'm doing good. How about you?
I'm doing damn good, Keith. I'm still alive. I'm an old ass man, but I'm still alive and feeling good.
You're not old.
I know, but you don't look old. I feel good though. You know what I'm saying?
I feel good.
Okay. Man, come on.
I'm saying. I'm just telling you.
That was my fault. I fell right into it.
The keywords.
Okay, go ahead and hit us with questions as we go. You guys can just bomb us with questions from this point forward. Senior Williams, thank you and happy holidays back to you. Michael Peters, in your opinion, what makes a Filipino the best type of woman to marry? New subscriber here. Thanks for subscribing.
Michael.
And he directed this at me. So I'm going to tell you, and again, this is my own opinion. I don't know if a Filipina is the best kind of woman for you to marry. I'm just saying it worked for me. I know it worked for a lot of guys, but here's the biggest thing. And please, everybody that's on here, listen to this. When you come here, if you do not vet carefully, you're going to get the same results you got at home or worse. You have to vet carefully. You have to listen to your gut instinct. You know when something doesn't feel right. You know when a woman's trying to get you for your money. Some of these women are going to try to get you for your money. They see you as an upgrade in their lifestyle. And you have to be smart enough and savvy enough to listen to your gut instinct and all that experience that tells you, hey, this is not the woman for me, and be willing to get out. It doesn't matter how good the coochie is. It doesn't matter how good looking she is. Be willing to get out when you feel it's not right. That's it. Otherwise, in my opinion, she is a pretty good Filipino for me. She's a pretty good one for me. Aside with all the jokes, she's jokey Smurf. She's good for me. But I'm gonna be real. There's not a ton of them like her out here. A lot of them are jobless. She came with it. She had her own job. She has a career. She has a master's degree, working on a PhD. She's good for me. I had higher requirements than the average guy. I want a woman who's smart. I want a woman who gets her own and who I can add to her lifestyle. And that's what I got.
Thank you.
Cool.
Yeah. Hi. Happy holidays, Esther Williams and Michael as well. And we have here John Armwood said, "You are young. Wait until you hit 70."
John, I hope I hit 70.
Yes, you will.
I hope I live long enough to hit 70 because
I will not add up to your. I'll try my best not to add up
man,
to your wife.
you did it. You did a job on me already. Senior Williams said we ain't old, we're experienced. That's what I'm saying. I got the experience, and I'm trying to stay as young as I can stay, but it is what it is, right?
So Fantasy has his question. Yeah. Okay, I'll go tame. With all the trash you see around, what sort of recycling programs do they have in the Philippines? Do they have bottle deposits, for example? What about cardboard and plastics? So
I'll let her do this one.
Yeah. So in every community, there's an effort to do recycling and all that. So in every community, like we have small communities, so it's called barangay. So in the small communities, they have plastic a bin where you can put all your plastic, but there are also people, we call them what do you call that, collectors. They get your plastic, you can donate your plastic to them, you can donate your cardboard. Normally they exchange it into cash, so people here are like encouraged to
entrepreneurs.
Yeah. I encourage to save all those plastic bottles, and then we have a regular dude that comes over to our place,
right.
And then they collect all the plastic, and then my dad normally don't get the money
right.
the money from it, but there's an effort, but it's not extensive.
You're right. And let me say this, for guys who would come here, I don't think you're going to need to worry about it because you're likely going to live in a condo, or you're going to live out in the province somewhere. If you're going to live in the city like Cebu or Davao or here in Manila, you're probably going to live in a condo, and none of that is going to affect you at all because
they'll do the recycling.
all the recycling is taken care of, and all you got to do is
put the trash out to
put your trash out, and that's it. So it won't affect most of us at all, right?
But personally, we have like we separate the plastic and the, what do you call that, the biodegradable from
right.
the non-biodegradable, so that it's easier for them to recycle some stuff.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Okay.
So
next.
Keith Williams said, "Hey Rich, are you planning on prank your bill again? Merry
right.
Christmas and Happy."
K-Dub, I see you went back in the archives.
Yeah, no.
Because the only way you could see that video is to go way back. I mean, that was like probably the first 4 months of us even making videos. So that was really cool. It was fun. And actually, I'm gonna tell you, I prank her all the time. Actually, she's jumpy from the start anyway. She's already jumpy.
Always jumpy.
But I prank her all the time, and I don't know. That's my thing is like jumping out from behind a corner and saying booing somebody or something like that.
But sometimes he pranked himself because he thought I was going out of the elevator, but it was another.
Yeah, I had a problem with the next door neighbor who came out of the elevator next to Chang, and I jumped out on them, and
I went out on the different elevator.
It wasn't so good. Yeah, it didn't make us friendly. Let's just say that it didn't do anything to help our friendship.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Next question. And by the way, K-Dub, I do want to say, she is not my wife.
Yes.
We might work on that in the near future, but for right now, this is my partner, and this is my
fist bump. Yeah, I'm sorry.
Yeah, why you got the ring on? Jacking me up. Yeah. All right, but yeah, but we can count her as a wife on it. Yeah, and you're not bad. I would. You are. We'll talk about
that.
Yeah. Anyway, next, does Chang have a twin or a cousin?
Say that.
Okay, actually, we'll go to novel. Okay, go ahead.
So Michael, no divorce and cheating is a crime, so things are more stable from a legal standpoint, so long as you choose someone who isn't crazy.
Right. So yeah, there is no divorce here in the Philippines. Yeah,
but
there are
coming up.
Yeah, they're working on some laws, and hopefully that will change. Well, is it hopefully? Yeah, did we say hopefully?
There's annulment already.
There's annulment, but it's tough. It's tough to get a marriage.
It will require a lot of
work, a lot of
money and
paperwork.
time and effort. Yeah.
But there's supposed to be some coming. some pending laws in 2025 regarding
Mm-hmm.
divorce with certain standards and all that stuff. So we'll see what happens, right? Let's see. And K Dub says,
I don't have a twin, but I do have sisters. But
can you be more specific?
I don't have a twin.
But,
I have two
there we
sisters.
go. Okay.
And then, but my two sisters are very much taken also. They have partners. And my cousins are mostly married.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true, huh?
I know all of my cousins
You
are
don't have
married.
nobody to recommend, or you?
Unfortunately, I have colleagues.
What good are you? Yeah, what good are you? Seriously.
I have colleagues, but I'm keeping a, what do you call that? Professional relationship with my colleagues. So we don't really like hit it out like, hey, you're not like my buddy.
Okay. All right, cool. So let's keep it going. John says I'll hit 70. John, I hope so.
Yeah, let's go walk every day.
Yeah, exactly. Also, real quick, can everybody hear us? Okay, just check the sound. Nobody's complaining, so I'm guessing the sound is good. Okay, and I definitely hope I'll hit 70. Slick Rick asks, what's your take on cohabitation law in the Philippines? There's a lot of people that cohabitate. There's a lot of people that live together. For whatever reason, it doesn't seem to last long. I'll say that. A lot of times, and I think it's for all the wrong reasons. I think expats tend to get a woman who comes and lives with them. She's upgrading her lifestyle, but she's not bringing a lot to the table. He gets tired of her, and for whatever reason, and then she ends up leaving or whatever.
But I think cohabitating first before marriage it's a good, it's a good setup, because it is very different when you're living separately. You have your place and she has her place, but it's different when you live together, because that's the time when you can adjust to each other, how they want the house or rules in the house,
Right,
so you have to mesh that.
Yeah, especially because we come from two totally different cultures. And believe me when I tell you, being in the same place with somebody from here, you're gonna have to change a lot of stuff. There's a lot of stuff they do that we don't do, and vice versa. So it's a trip. And we don't live together. We actually don't live together. She lives right over there. She lives about a 15-minute walk away from me. So so we actually don't even live together at this point. And but she spends a lot of time over here. I mean, a lot of time. Sometimes I'm just kidding. She spends a lot of time over here. Ronald Barnes, appreciate the super chat, brother. Ronald Barnes, retired Army, found my wife 8 months in Kenya. Word? I would love to hear that story, right? Men, go where you're wanted. Happy holidays, Rich and Ching. Keep up the good work. Even though I'm not looking, I enjoy your channel. Thank you, Ronald. Ronald, I would love to hear that story. And by the way, didn't I just say that like 2 days ago? Like
you want to go
on my list of places to go: Kenya, Tanzania, Zimbabwe, Zambia, and Ethiopia and Eritrea are on my, and maybe Egypt too, because the pyramids and all that stuff. Yeah. But on my list of places to go, so I would love to hear that story, and that would be interesting. Thanks, so appreciate that for sure.
Thank you.
Okay, all right. Let's see. Next.
What's Brother Rich? Good to see
this
you.
This is Corey D. Corey, what's up? Thanks for joining us, and Troy, thanks for joining us.
We're doing pretty good. It's kind of drizzling out here in Manila.
A little bit overcast.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, you guys, please again, and Ching is going to keep reminding you, hit the like button. Please hit that like button, please. Right? I hate to be annoying. It is kind of annoying. I'm sorry, you guys. Right? Jamal, thanks for the happy birthday wishes. Appreciate the super chat for the birthday. Definitely appreciate that.
Yes. Slick Rick has a follow-up question. Okay. How long does it take for her to be able to own or have the rights to half of what you own? I'm not sure about
that. The laws in the Philippines are pretty similar to the laws here, which is why I would tell everybody when you come here, be careful about getting married right away. And a prenup. Yeah. A prenup. It is important to get a prenup. if you really want to be smart, this is my own opinion. If you really want to be smart, when you get married, buy a piece of land and because you can only put it in her name anyway, or somebody in the Philippines' name. Buy a piece of land. So if by chance you get divorced, she has a piece of land and she could walk away with that and feel good about it. That's what I would say. But prenup, an absolute prenup before you marry somebody here, it is important. It's really
Yeah,
important.
also I strongly suggest that when you want to buy a property that will be named after you, buy a condo. I
Yeah,
mean,
but I'm saying if they buy a piece of land,
mm,
if they get divorced, they
yeah,
can just she
she
gets it.
gets it.
So she's not worried about the condo. She gets something
Mm,
out of the divorce, right?
yeah, yeah, yeah.
So yeah, but if you come here, you definitely buy a condo, lease a condo, until you feel comfortable buying a condo. To me, is the way to go.
Yeah, and also the prenup, as what Rich said, and also if she's not okay with the prenup, then
Then
I don't know.
you might have the wrong one,
Yeah,
right?
yeah, yeah.
Troy, thanks for the happy birthday wishes. Corey, appreciate the happy birthday wishes. Keith Williams says,
What if someone wanted to buy a house? How much does a house
I think,
cost?
how much does it cost? Um,
I have like a
Go
pretty
ahead.
idea. Here in the city, it's very very expensive to
Mhm.
buy a house and a lot. But when you go further north or south, it'll be a little cheaper. But you have to understand it's far from the city. So ranging around 2 to 3 million pesos for
Which
around,
is in
which is
US dollars.
around, which is, let me double check that. Let me just,
Okay.
yeah.
And while she's checking that, let me add something to it. Um, the laws say that a foreigner cannot own property here in the Philippines. There are ways of getting around that. That's something we would probably talk about offline, in another conversation. But there's ways of getting around that. But I still don't recommend it. I
Mm-hmm.
still don't recommend it. But you can buy a condo, you can own the condo, but you cannot own land. You can't
Yeah,
own land
property,
here in the
real
Philippines.
estate.
You can't own real estate. Go ahead.
Yeah. So 3 million pesos is right around $55,000. So you're going to have like a two 2 to 3 bedroom house, like a 2 story
Mm-hmm.
house with a garage, something like that, in a subdivision. So it's a subdivision where it, for example, in Cavite, Bulacan. So that's like those are the closest. Rizal, Bulacan, and Cavite is the like a province near the city. I can see your hand. But yeah, 3 million pesos.
Yeah,
You'll get a decent house.
and real quick, it also depends on where in Manila. It depends
Mm.
on where you want to buy the house in the city, because obviously there's some more expensive places and there's some lower to middle class places. So it depends on where and what size you're talking about. So that matters too.
Yeah,
Right?
it also matters the location because a
Mhm.
lot of places here floods. When it rains, it's
Huge,
floods. So
huge.
I'm just telling
Yes.
you.
So that
He always consults me.
yeah, that plays a huge role into the cost of real estate here, is the
Mm.
flooding, because in tropical season, in the rainy season, it rains hard and it floods hard, and it makes a difference where you live. I'm telling you, it makes a difference where you live and where your house is.
Yeah, so
Right.
you need to have to stock up your grocery because you can't go out.
Right. Living our lives said the same thing. Depends on the house size, location, and lot size. Absolutely agree.
So
Beck,
Beggy says,
go ahead.
sorry,
Yeah, go
I
ahead.
plan on retiring in 2025 to Quezon City with my Filipina asawa. So Quezon City is a good place.
Kansas City
It's
is
a
cool.
bigger
Yeah.
city and also very convenient as well.
Mm-hmm.
Quezon City.
Kansas City's not bad. It's a little further north than we are,
Yeah, yeah,
right?
yeah. It's
Yeah.
near the BOI.
Right. I know where it's
I
at. Yeah,
know.
yeah.
Yeah,
But
I'm
you're
just kidding.
telling them where it's
Yeah.
at. Yeah, okay. And they don't. So what's a BOI? You have to.
BOI is the Bureau of Immigration. So from here you have like 30 minutes,
Yeah.
30 minutes, 20 to 30
Right.
minutes
Yeah.
MRT or
And the
trail.
Bureau of Immigration is important because that's where you're going to get your visa stuff, and your visa's renewed,
Mm-hmm.
and all that stuff. So, very important place to go to. By the way, quick tip: if you're going to BOI here, when you come here, if you're going to BOI, go to the northern version. If you're in Manila,
SM
yeah,
North.
go to SM North. It's way quicker. No line. Yeah,
Convenient.
way quicker, way convenient. It
And
is
the
way better
staff
for
are
sure.
very friendly.
For sure, for sure. All right. Let's see. Um,
Um,
Troy Coat.
where is Cheng from and in the Philippines?
Yeah.
I'm born and raised here in the city in Mandaluyong. So, but my
Where
where
is Mandaluyong?
ma, wait.
Okay, my bad. My bad.
I'm from Mandaluyong. It is one of the cities here in Metro Manila. So Manila is the capital of the Philippines. So it's right between Makati and Manila. So it's a really convenient place. It's almost the center of everything actually, and it's also one of considered as the prime locations here in the Philippines.
Yeah. Sorry. Go ahead.
Yeah, I'm done.
All right. If you've heard of BGC, we're very close to
Close.
BGC. Yeah. Makati is kind of like the nicer area, so to
Mm-hmm.
speak. It's very close to BGC. It is literally in the center of Manila. So,
Yeah. So
right.
we're like very close to every city that you want to visit.
Right.
Um.
Okay. All right.
All right.
So that
Thank
was
you for the confirmation. Living our lives. For the audio, I think we asked them about their
yeah.
audio.
Oh,
Thank
excellent,
you.
excellent.
So
Look at
those who
that
just
salt. Nice, right? Oh,
so
baby.
those who just came in, don't forget to hit the like button as you come in. And yeah, thank you so much for joining us for today's live stream.
Okay, we'll
You
be going.
scroll
I
that
know I scrolled
real
way too
quick.
quick, right?
Yeah. Scroll some more, please.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, here we
Yeah.
are. Here we go.
So
Okay.
Tobias, I think he addressed that to Slick Rick.
Okay.
Okay, so thank you. Richie Rich, you have a diamond. Marry her as soon as possible, Keith. We don't know about as soon as possible,
yeah,
but
yeah. I'm not in a hurry.
we're not in a
Yeah, yeah. Like she said, she's not in a hurry. So, but we're doing good. We're doing good,
hurry.
and I agree with you. I think I do have a diamond.
Oh,
I
thank
definitely, I
you.
definitely agree with you. You're all right. You ain't bad.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I'm just as lucky, equally lucky.
Oh, I thought you said you were a slocky. I was like,
No,
what?
no,
What's a
no.
slocky? What
I'm
the heck
as
is a slocky?
equally lucky.
Yeah, got you, got you. Okay.
Okay.
All right.
So, cohabitation, according to Men's Daily, at least allows you to see the for real, for real. I agree with
I'm
you.
with you on that.
Because it's like testing the waters. You can't
Yeah.
marry the person right away without cohabitating. That's just my personal opinion. Because,
Right.
you have to see how is he doing some stuff and how do you mesh
Yeah.
your styles. Because it takes a lot of compromising
It
first.
takes. Sorry, my bad.
No,
Go
it's
ahead.
okay.
It takes. I'm just gonna tell everybody here. It's gonna take a lot of patience, bro. It is gonna take a lot of patience, because it's two totally different cultures. You get tricked into thinking, oh, she speaks English, so everything's just. It's not the same. It is
Hmm.
not the same. It's gonna take a lot of tolerance and a lot of patience because they do things way different than a lot of us do things, and so
Mm-hmm.
you just have to be able to get used to
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
that.
I agree.
Right.
So he addressed that too.
Living Our Lives said, yeah, it's true, but it can be done. A man can also move out and leave her there too. He could. I mean, you usually only lease a joint for 6 months to 1 year to two
Mm-hmm.
years, so he can move out and she could be co-busting. So,
Yeah.
so yeah, there's two sides to every coin, right?
Yeah.
For sure.
I would not advise a man to move a woman if she ain't the wife.
I wouldn't either. I wouldn't either.
Or unless you
Yeah,
vetted that person for real.
very carefully and for a long time.
Mm.
Yeah, I, I cannot say enough how important it is
Too
to
bad.
vet carefully. I can't overstate that. Vet carefully because it takes a while. Sometimes they play the long game and you don't know what they're in for.
Mm.
But you will see if when you have somebody over a long period of time, you'll see what they're about. When they talk, how they walk, how they move, you will see what they're about. And believe what you see. Believe what you hear because they can trick you and they can whip some stuff on you and you'll be happy and you will want to ignore all the red flags but don't do it. Yeah,
Yeah, and also, I forgot what I'm going to say.
that's all right, right? uh
I'm thinking.
Novel said, okay, if you
I
remember what you're
remember.
going to
Yeah,
say, let
yeah.
me know. Okay. Novel said, I hear cohabitation is quick in the islands. Novel, I'm going to say yes. I agree with you, but let me tell you why I think it is. I think it's because there's a lot of older cats that come here and they get hooked up with a younger woman and they're quick to move her in because they're getting they're beating the cheeks, knocking the boots, and they're having a great time. They're loving it. But then they get hit with the reality that this girl is very different, or they start seeing that other side of her, and then they're kind of like they're like, whoa, I don't want this. They start seeing that she might be about the money or whatever, and then they want to move her out. And that's what you got to vet carefully. You have to. You can't just move somebody in because the coochie, or you can't.
Yeah. Also, I think that a lot of older guys want to marry right away because there's competition here already. There's
There
a
is.
lot of competition right now, and they're thinking that someone might snatch her, so I'm gonna lock her down as well. So and older guys, I don't blame them for getting or in a hurry to get a partner because they're older and they want someone to take care of them.
And good point. That's a good
Mm.
point because that's the flip side of it. Is like, look, if you're in the fourth quarter, right? I mean,
Mm.
I'm talking like of life, so to speak, and you just want somebody to be there with you and to take care of
Mm.
you, and look, that's between you and her. If you guys understand each other, you both have an idea of what it's about, then do your thing.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
But Novel, I agree with you. I think there's a lot of cohabitation, and it does happen rather quickly, and I think
Mm.
it's because of the demographic that comes here. A
Yeah.
lot of it. Okay.
Hmm.
Um,
Um,
Next.
Madagascar. Jamal said.
Oh, from
Wait,
Madagascar?
I only know but I know Madagascar is a place, but I think it's a good place also in
Yeah,
Africa.
yeah, it's right outside Africa.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Uh,
Um, which is why men and living our lives says, which is why men should never move a woman in, even into a woman's house. Do not move into a woman's house. Don't do that. Don't do it.
you want to move in my house?
No, definitely not. But love your family, but no,
Mm.
thank you.
Hmm.
You never come here and move into a woman's house. Just do not do that. You don't want to be in. No, don't do it. We can go offline and talk about a million reasons why
Not
you should
to.
not do that, but it is an absolute bad idea.
Because we have to remember when you move into someone's house, it's not just her and her children if she has children, but also there's an extended family usually living with her. So you don't want to deal with a lot of people.
Right. And did I scroll?
Yeah,
Oh,
you
dang,
scroll
too
too
fast.
fast.
Okay. All right. And Tobias said, if you get caught with another man's wife, he can whack you legally. And this
It's
is true.
true.
This is true. And here's in
Mhm.
our videos, we always talk about asking some tough
Direct.
questions,
Yeah, that's what I
direct
remember.
questions. Are you separated? You have to ask because a lot of women will not volunteer that. If they're separated, leave those women alone. Believe me, there's plenty of women out here. Don't mess with separated women. It doesn't matter how beautiful she is. Don't mess with her because her husband can come out of the blue. It can be a setup. Her husband can come out of the blue. They can blackmail you. They can extort you. They can get money from you, and he can kill your ass legally.
Yeah.
Stay away from separated women. Ask that question. Get a seminar if you have to. Go ahead. What you think?
Yeah, I remembered the question that I have in my mind earlier.
Mhm.
So ask direct questions like cohabitating. So before you cohabitate, you ask her, "What's your deal?" Because I remember we have the you have to ask that conversation. What's your deal? What's your plan? What's your
Right.
game? So you have to ask that, and eventually, if she's really true to herself, she's going to tell you what her plan is. If you want to be in a long term committed relationship with that person, is cohabitating part of the what do you call that, the plan.
The plan.
The
Right.
plan, yeah.
Hmm.
So you have to ask her what's her, because sometimes a lot of women would not normally tell you what their motive is for being with you, but you have to ask direct questions so that you know what her plan is and what's her game, or whatever you call it.
They'll tell you, but they won't tell you. Right. They'll
Mm.
tell you, but they won't tell the truth. And don't be afraid to ask the same question today, and then ask it again a
In
month
more.
later,
Mhm.
and then 2 months later, and see if you get different answers because you just might get different answers and be put on game, and she might put you up on game without even knowing it.
Yeah. So Ronald Barnes says, as a black man, I can't stress enough how you feel it in your soul. Once you feel hit with the motherland, Kenya, Uganda, and Ethiopia are crossed off my list. Planning West Africa trip.
Ronald, I want to get at you. If you could, can you send me an email or if you have a WhatsApp? can you get at me, because I would love to talk to you more about a trip to Africa, since you know a heck of a lot more than I do. I think that would be super cool.
This time for
Um,
Africa.
okay, I know. That's the first thing that pops in my head. If she's not okay with the prenup, she's automatically 100% walking red flag. You got that right.
Yeah,
You
absolutely.
absolutely got that right. It's a
If she even hesitates to answer,
yeah.
she thought about it.
Nah. Then yeah, it's time to walk. Yeah. Okay.
So Morris O'Brien, hi, watching in Bermuda.
Bermuda, yeah.
Bermuda Triangle.
What's up, Morris? Thanks for coming in. Appreciate you.
I like your channel. I'm a subscriber. I've visited in 2018, had a great time. Looking to come back in 2027. How did you guys meet?
All right, so I know everybody. I know. Don't laugh. He's new. He don't know.
I know.
Everybody in the audience knows.
Every time someone asks that.
Knows how we met. We met on not, it wasn't a blind date, but we met in Popeyes.
Yeah.
We met online, but then we arranged to meet in Popeyes.
Yeah, I too quick to meet because I really don't want to waste time.
Wasn't that quick? Yeah,
you know?
And you said that though. You said, look, I ain't trying to waste time. Look, let's meet and see how it goes. And anyway, Morris, if you watch the last two videos with the interviews about Cheng, that will answer every question about how we met. And that'll answer your question. But it was not love at first sight. I can promise you that. Yeah.
It was love at first sight.
Anyway, come on. Okay. Novel said, I've heard of a way that a foreigner can own land. Yes, Novel. There's ways around it. There are ways around it. In the Philippines, but you're right. That's a longer off-stream sort of chat. Yeah. There's definitely ways around those laws. You can't own property or you can't own real estate, but there's ways around that. Yeah. We could definitely talk about that privately. Yeah. Living our lives. Okay, that's to Tobias. Okay, that's the Rick. Cinemar. Definitely get a Cinemar. When you meet a woman, go ahead, you do it.
Yeah, when you meet a woman here, you can order it online in the website, Philippine Statistics Authority. But if you want, you can go directly to their office and go with your partner. Go with her.
Go with her. Yes.
Go with her and then apply for a cinema together because
And look, that's a good thing to do. See how she reacts when you say, "Hey, do you mind if we go get a cinema?" Right?
If she starts,
if she's defensive, then red flag. So definitely be willing to go get a cinema together, right? And see how she reacts.
Yeah.
Right? If she's like, "Let's go," if she's like, "Let's go," you might be on to something.
Vernon, thank you so much. Yeah. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year, Vernon. Appreciate you. Thank you so much for the New Year's wish and the super chat. Really appreciate that. And Vernon, and real quick to everybody who is helping us to build this channel, what it is, I can't say enough how much we enjoy the comments. We enjoy the comments. We enjoy reading the comments, responding to the comments.
And to be honest, we're already anticipating certain people to pop up in the comments, and we get a little disappointed once Vernon, Tobias,
like what happened?
What happened? What are they doing?
They're not. What happened? Yeah. Right.
Yeah. So we have like built a community
for sure
that we have here.
Yeah, we definitely appreciate it.
Yeah. Right? So Keith Williams said, "Wow, that's a real cheaper there than it is here in America."
For sure,
it is
way cheaper.
Yes, it is, and you can even customize your. It's already like a built house, but you can have it designed according to your liking.
Okay, Mopar's got a question for you.
Mopar, if you bring a Filipina to the USA on a K1 visa and marry, will the Filipinas family also expect a second marriage ceremony in the Philippines, or will accept the USA marriage? I think it depends on the woman,
on the family, on her and her family.
Yeah. So here in the Philippines, family is really a big thing. Like celebrations and all that. You get to celebrate a lot of your milestones with your family. But again, practicality wise. So personally speaking, I did not, when I married my late husband, we did not through a grand party because we just wanted the ceremony with closest family. So but when you go to the provinces, they are really expecting a grand wedding,
like pig and
roasted pig and all that. For me, it's more of the ceremony, the intimacy of the ceremony, and the closest people. What
ceremony?
Ceremony.
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 There we
Thank
go.
you.
Okay,
Thank you.
okay,
Thank
okay.
you. Thank
I
you
like
for my
this ceremony.
thank you
Like
so
she's
much
talking
for
about
my
ceramics.
English teacher.
Man, I'm
Thank
not trying to be
you.
a
No,
teacher.
I know,
I
no.
just will. Okay,
I oh you know that
come
I
on.
always appreciate and I want you to call me out whenever I'm
There's a time. Anyway,
okay. Thank you. Yeah.
okay. Slick Rick said there's way too many to be chasing married women. You're absolutely right about that. No question. Right.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and that was to novel. Filipinos are so beautiful.
Oh, thank you, Ish.
I absolutely agree with you.
But a lot of Filipinos think they're not beautiful.
Yeah, I think you.
I thank you.
You're welcome. But I'm going to say this: when you come here, um, don't expect everybody to look like her. I'll just say that. There's a lot of there's. I'm just saying.
I just remember every time we go to the mall. Anyway.
Yeah, I'm just saying. There's a lot of people. I don't know what people are eating, but they're eating a lot of it. We'll just put it that
Yeah,
way. Yeah,
now
there's a lot of bigger.
sadly.
Yeah, there's a lot of obesity here. Um, there's a lot of beautiful women. The beautiful women live out in the province. A lot of them live out in the province. There's a lot of obesity here, especially in the bigger cities, for sure.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because although a lot of establishments here are designed for walking,
Mhm.
but a lot of people opt not to walk, and there are an abundance of unlimited rice, unlimited chicken wings, unlimited barbecue, and everything unlimited. So
Mhm.
everyone gets so big right now.
For sure. Jamal says you can do a 50-year land lease in the Philippines, but you still have to be careful. I believe it was just raised to 99 years. I won't comment directly on that. Again, I'll just say that there's a way around that law.
Mhm.
And obviously, me being a guest here in the Philippines, I don't want to say anything on live stream to circumvent the laws that are here that are set forth here. So, but that's something that could be discussed in a private conversation. Um, okay.
Mm.
Um, okay, that's
So
just like Rick.
yeah.
Okay.
So we were living our lives. Said we were thinking about buying land in the BGC area. If we decide not to go back in the US for a few years, which it looks like we won't stomach going back even for a few months.
Right. Land in the BGC area is going to be expensive. It's going to be
Mm-hmm.
expensive.
And
It's nice.
it's nice, and also as the years go by, it's getting more expensive.
More and more
So
expensive.
yes,
Is there land to buy in the BGC? I
I'm
don't know
not
if there's land to
sure.
buy in. I think you
There
can
is,
buy.
there is.
Is there?
There you have to like search through
Yeah.
like streets, land for sale, but it's sometimes when you search on Facebook Marketplace, you have to verify
Yeah.
if it's
Yeah. Be
legit.
careful.
Be careful. Be
Yeah.
careful.
But if you're looking to buy a condo, you can buy a
Yeah,
You
yeah,
can
yeah.
definitely buy a condo in the BGC areas. They're going to be nice. The condos are nice in BGC.
Mhm.
It's a good area. It's generally overall BGC is a good area
Mhm.
place to be in.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Okay. Patience
Patience
with
with
everything.
everything
Go
is
ahead. Sorry.
sorry. Living our life said patience with everything is needed here. It's not easy for some of us, especially the traffic. Yeah, I think Rich mentioned in our previous videos that his patience is like greatly improved extensively. He
Yeah,
has like
but that's because of you, not the
Hi,
traffic.
grabe.
Yeah, I'm just saying. Yeah,
You're just
I work from home, so the traffic doesn't really phase me at all.
but when
Yeah,
you go to lines like McDonald's or KFC or
right.
you have
Yeah,
to
that's a
carry a
whole
lot,
different ball game. Yeah,
yeah, a whole lot
yeah.
of patience.
Yeah.
Yeah.
IT Park in Cebu. I agree that seems to be one of the common places a lot of expats settle down is in the IT Park area out in Cebu.
I think
Mhm.
IT Park in Cebu, I've been to Cebu a couple of times, and I think that part is somehow similar to Metro Manila.
Mhm.
So it's like more of the city. But for me, just for me, it's a little too crowded in Cebu. That's just my opinion.
Right. Yeah, I agree. I agree. For it's a smaller place.
Smaller place.
Yeah, and it's a lot of expats, and it's very very crowded. But I don't just mean Western expats. I mean expats from everywhere:
Mm.
Korea, Japan.
They like
Yeah,
Cebu.
they
It's
like
okay.
everybody seems to like Cebu. There's
Mm.
crazy stuff going down in Cebu. Yeah.
So Jamal said, in the Metro Manila area, are there any condo community towers to stay
What do you
away
think?
from?
I don't know.
Stay
Not
away?
not to my knowledge. Yeah, places you should avoid.
I don't think so because the condos here are pretty
They're pretty good.
decent
Yeah,
and they have real good security.
excellent security.
Every
Yeah.
condominium has a very good security. So for me, what you need to avoid or to stay away from is you have to make some real good arrangements with your landlord,
Right.
because you're dealing, or agents. I think that's the thing that you avoid. You go directly to a site, transact
Hmm.
directly to a landlord. Preferably, if you want to go search for yourself, you can go to rentpad.com
Yeah.
and then go search for yourself. And you don't need an agent, to be honest.
You don't really need an agent. I strongly recommend that anytime you're doing buying something substantial, like property, land, whatever, have someone local with you. Have someone local with you.
Mhm.
It makes a big difference in your ability to negotiate. It will help you. It will do nothing but help you for sure.
So Jamal said, I was thinking about staying around Star City area, Malate, Pasay. So I know that area, and you have to be like, I'm not saying it's bad to stay there, but it's more like a red light district area, some sort of similar to Angeles City, and there are a lot of bad guys everywhere, but there's more in Malate and Pasay. So you just have to be really careful, be vigilant wherever you go, especially when you go out. Don't bring your phone out because there are a lot of snatchers and pickpockets.
Right.
So yeah.
Okay. All right. 28K includes internet and cable. Oh, for sure.
Yeah, but I think that's too expensive though. But
Yeah.
depending on the place
Well, I mean, yeah, it depends on the place,
though.
right? So Tobias was saying, I love it. Brand new condo
Condo.
pool on the 26th floor, overlooking the city, very clean, 28K.
Hmm.
Tobias, I'm curious, how many square meters is your joint? And 20, yeah, because 28K sounds, I mean, that sounds,
Decent,
yeah, that sounds
depending
like
on
a
the
decent spot,
size.
yeah.
Yeah, depending on
And
the size.
28K is roughly about 600 and about 600, right around $600,
550.
550 to $600, yeah.
Hmm.
All right. Okay.
What's
Uh,
up, Alistair? Welcome to our
Alistair, what
live
is
stream.
going on? Right.
Mm-hmm.
Alistair, she wants to please you. I see it. She is gentle. Two powerful educators educating each other. My wish both of you be a counselor to expat couples.
I don't think about
Yeah,
being a counselor,
I
but
don't
we're just speaking based on our
experience. Yeah,
experiences.
I don't know that I'm qualified to be a counselor,
I don't think so. I'm either.
but if you ask me for advice, I'll just give you the best advice I
Yeah,
can for sure.
yeah. My
Right?
opinion.
Okay. Uh,
And
uh,
thank you for the compliment.
For sure, for sure. Novel said one of the fun parts of cohabitation is the cousins that always want to crash on your couch for the night, and it ends up being a month. You know what? This is
If
what's
you,
cool. This what's cool for us is she doesn't, at least as far as I've known, and I've known her family now for about a year and a half. She doesn't really have a bad family, and this is why I keep saying I don't. I think I'm just lucky. I think I'm just lucky because I picked a good one with a good
good family.
family, and nobody's ever asked to come crash. Nobody's ever asked to come stay over, or nothing like that. In fact,
They
nobody's
haven't been
nobody's even
here.
been to my place. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, um,
You're always on our joints, but
yeah, yeah. So I think I'm cool, but novel. I hear you, and we
mm,
both know that happens a lot.
really.
A lot. Yes, it does. Right. Tobias said 24-hour security. That's a
Yes.
gimme in the good condos. That is a gimme, and the security is strong.
And
Right.
also when you get to know, you have like a a buddy, a security guard,
Yeah.
he will greet you all the time, and
Yeah.
then just, oh, I can watch, so, oh, I saw
Yeah.
you
I
carry your stuff for you.
I bring my
Yeah.
security dudes coffee. I
A
bring them, yeah,
chicken.
some chicken. Yeah, I
And
mean,
they
just
appreciate,
a
yeah.
piece of chicken. They're hungry. Piece of chicken cost you $1, right? But they're happy as hell, and
Yeah.
they got your back for the duration of your stay, right? So, yeah,
So
the security
mhm.
is legit, right?
So Ish said, never give a woman power over
Don't do
you.
it. Don't do it.
Mm.
And I think that might be referring to don't move into a woman's house. I
Mm.
agree. I absolutely agree with you,
Mm-hmm.
Ish. All right. Troy Coates said, all right.
When I first
Mhm.
started to date my Filipina, I was amazed by how sweet and caring she is. I almost couldn't believe how she was. Rich, what really surprised you about Cheng? What is the standout trait?
I'll be super real with you. What makes her stand out from other women is she is very caring. I don't have to ask for stuff. She just does stuff because if she'll cook. She
I'm just listening.
She cooks. I actually had to stop her from cleaning. When we first met, she would come over and try to clean, and my shit, my stuff would be missing because she would put stuff in different places. So I was like, no, stop cleaning. Don't clean over here. Just relax. Just enjoy it. But she's always willing to cook. Always willing. She's always doing stuff for me. Things I don't solicit. Things I don't ask for. She just does it for me because she sees it and says, okay, that's what you need. I want to do this for you. I appreciate that, and I seriously respect that, and I think that's what you're looking for. She's always trying to save me money. This seriously, getting her to even spend a little money is difficult. She's literally, oh, that's too expensive.
Sorry.
You don't need to. Yeah, no, I respect that. That's too expensive. Don't spend that. Don't spend that money on me.
I'm the bad cop.
No, but it's a good bad cop, and I keep saying that's the kind of woman you want. There's a lot of women that are more than willing to spend your money, but the woman you want is the woman who's trying to save your money because she sees it as her money too, and I appreciate all that stuff about you.
Thank you.
Yeah, and I'll give you one more. And this is props because I don't say this. The thing we struggled with from jump. How do I say this nicely? We struggled with communication and we struggled with work, especially when it came to Richie Rich Abroad. They have a different idea here of what work ethic is and what hard work is, and we struggled with a lot with communication. And but she put in the work and she put in the effort, and because of that, I could see she really wanted this relationship to move forward. She really wanted it because she put in the work. And for me, it's a requirement. If I'm putting in work, you need to put in work too. I understand my value. I understand what I bring to the table, and you don't have to bring something equal to the table, but you got to bring the work. You got to bring the same work in, and that's what I appreciate about her.
Thank you.
Yeah. All right. Hopefully, I answered your question. Right. Great question too, by the way. Great question.
Thank you.
All right. Learned that one the hard way, Mister. By the way, Mister. Thanks for joining us. Appreciate you popping in,
yeah,
Frank.
Just before you continue, don't forget to hit the like button for those who just came in. You scroll down real quick. Yeah.
Go ahead.
Yeah. Don't forget to hit the like button or the heart button or any emoji that you can use to just, give us some love and appreciation. Thank you. We'd gladly appreciate your emojis.
And let me give a shout out to Gino Vax. Gino Vax, appreciate the happy birthday wishes. Oh, you were supposed to be here. But look, same thing applies. Gino Vax, when you come here, bruh, holler at your boy. Holler at your boy before you come here. When you solidify your plans, let us know so we can work around and put some time, put some time out so that we can
arrange maybe. Yeah, we can mesh your schedule with ours.
Yes, so we can get together, have some dinner, have some lunch, drinks, whatever, and let's have a good time. Seriously. Okay, cool.
And Frank Ellie said, somebody to take care of you, get a caregiver. Yeah, so practicality wise, why not just get a caregiver? But you aside from taking care of you, you want to feel a connection or love.
Do you?
Sometimes when you're on the, you want to feel love.
I hear you, but everybody's different. Everybody's different. Yeah, but Frank, I'm with you. If that's what you want, there's plenty of young Filipinas or old ones. There's definitely plenty of old ones to come take care of you every single day. Do your shopping, and they want. What do you think they'll charge you? A month.
Sure. A month, because a nanny usually is like 7,000.
1,000 pesos. Give it to us in dollars.
Give 8,000 pesos or more or less like $150.
About 150. You can hire somebody you can definitely hire somebody who will take care of, do your shopping, pay your bills, do your everything.
Like your personal assistant.
She's your personal assistant for $1,000 a month. A month.
But it varies depending on her qualification.
And it might vary depending on what you need her to do. what you're asking of her. I'm just saying, keeping it real.
Yeah,
right? Okay. But I'm with you, and for some dudes that aren't trying to get locked down or are not necessary, I understand. I personally wanted more than that, so I got a good caregiver, and she costs a little bit more than $150. Anyway. All right. Okay, good. Next, check, recheck, and then verify.
Yes.
You are never lying, brother.
Yes.
You are never
Trust
lying.
but verify.
Jane.
Good morning,
Good
Jane.
morning, Jane. Jane, the ultimate Filipina, is in
All
the
the
house.
way from Iloilo City.
All the way from Iloilo. If you don't know about her channel, definitely check her out.
Keith, I want to answer this question for you. You guys don't have mosquitoes there. We definitely have mosquitoes, especially on the lower levels. So that's why Rich wanted to be high up because the mosquitoes are already tired.
I'm gonna actually do a short video. I might actually do a reel, so you guys can see where I am or on my condo. I'm on the 44th floor, so mosquitoes get nosebleeds and their ears pop coming up this high. So I have no problem with mosquitoes. I can literally sleep with my balcony door open and have no problems with mosquitoes. Yeah. So but believe me, when you go outside, there are mosquitoes.
Yes. So you always have to bring your insect repellent because we always get bitten by mosquitoes.
Yeah. You get bitten. I don't get bitten. I always got the repellent. I don't play, right?
Yeah.
Jane said, "Happy birthday, Jane! Thank you for the happy birthday. You know I always appreciate you." Jane, real quick, you and Ching, I know you always do some cute, sexy dancing on your videos. You and Ching got to get together and do a reel or a couple of videos together where you guys are doing some dancing and doing some stuff together. I think that would be awesome.
Yeah. So Tobias said, I moved here for the cost of living and the women are just a bonus. It's just 50 to 65% cheaper than the States.
Easily 50 to 65% cheaper. I think it's depending on where you live. If you're out in the province, it's way cheaper than it's about 70 to 80% cheaper. But I'm here in the city center in Manila, so it's more expensive. But even here, it's easy. It's way cheaper, and 50 to 65% is legit. That is not an exaggeration.
Yeah, because for me personally, I don't think that I would want to live in the deep province where the hospital is far.
I need a hospital.
I want a hospital or the market near to me, because time is important when you have a medical emergency.
You got that right. Okay. Iber, welcome to our live stream. Appreciate you dropping in. And Iber's got a question. And go ahead.
Speaking of tough questions, how many guys are thinking about their Filipina? If you aren't setting her up for financial stability after your death, you're wrong.
You know what, Iber? I'm glad you pointed that out. You probably saw the same live stream I saw on Sunshine Shoulders. Shout out to him. And he said the same thing. If you are with a Filipina, and this is where I think time comes into play, because I mean, if you're just with her for 3-4 months or whatever, or a short time, I'm not worried about what's going on between setting her up. But if she's put in the time, the effort to make your life better, and if you feel like she's done that, especially if there's an age gap, and this is where I think it's important. When there's an age gap, I do think it's important to set her up to make sure that there's something left over for her, because the probability is that you're probably going to pass on first, and it would be nice to make sure she has something after you're gone. If you're not willing to make a baby, and I don't know that I really want a baby, but to make sure you leave something for her. And I think that's very important. I think that's a great question and a great comment and statement at the same time.
He has a follow-up, like, for her to qualify for your social security, she has to prove she has resided in the US for 5 years.
For 5 years. I think that's correct. I don't know if it's 5 years, but I think but she has to prove that she's resided in the US for a certain period of time. I would have to look up how long it is, but 5 years could be accurate. Right? If anybody else has some knowledge on that, let us know for sure. Right?
So Living Her Life responded to Iber, and he said, absolutely correct. Mine has a large insurance policy. Plus, she has her U.S. citizenship, so she can go back to work if she wants to when I die.
Right, and that's pretty cool. And again, I always want to point out, me and Ching are not married, so
it's different.
Yeah, so it's a little bit different. Not married as of this moment, but it's a little bit different. But again, I think everybody has to determine when they think the person they're with has put in enough time and effort and made their life better, then you need to reward that person. You need to pay that person back for what she's put into your life and how she's made your life better. You need to do the same thing, especially when there's a significant age gap in your relationship. So I
Mm-hmm.
definitely agree with that. Right?
Yeah. So Keith Williams asked you a direct question. Where do you get your haircut at Richie Rich? Your haircut is sharp.
Keith, I appreciate you, and I got a dude. I have a dude.
Yeah.
But here's the thing, bro. He charges me $2. $2. I got a
It's
dude,
less than
and
$2.
he tightened. Yeah, it's well with the tip
But
because
yeah.
I was giving a
Okay.
tip, right?
Yeah. So
Um, yeah,
I brought him to this
yeah.
dude because this is where I took the boys for
It's
a
100
hair.
pesos. It's
Yeah.
like $2. Yeah,
Yeah. Almost $2
almost $2. Yeah, and I give him a tip. I give him $50 or 50 pesos
pesos.
for a tip. So it's a three
He
dollars,
doesn't
bro.
let any barber touch his hair. If
No,
it's not there,
only my dude.
if it's not
I go
Kuya
there.
Lida's not
Yeah,
there, then he's not
yeah.
getting a
I don't
haircut.
even. There's 3 barbers in the joint. If my dude's not in there, I just walk away. Yeah, I just walk away, and they'll be like, "Oh, he's not here," because they
They
know I'm.
already
Yeah, they already
know.
know I ain't sitting in the chair. Let nobody else cut my hair, but he does okay, and I appreciate it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Who else?
It's in a
Uh,
local barber shop because the malls usually charge a
yeah.
minimum
Don't
of
go to the mall.
500
Don't go to
pesos.
the mall. And the malls charge money for other people's hair. I mean,
What do you mean? I don't understand.
uh, the people in the malls may not know how to cut our hair. That's what I
Gotcha.
mean. Yeah. Yeah.
Because before I asked you to go to that barber shop,
Yeah.
I specifically asked.
Yeah, the people in the malls may not know how to cut our hair, but you got to ask around, and you got to find out who has cut our hair because it's a little different. Unless it's a buzz cut. I mean,
Mm.
if a local Filipino dude wants a buzz cut, it's easy to do. But ours is going to be kind of similar to buzz cut, tighten it up, line it up, and all of that.
He
But
lines you up real good.
he lines me up pretty decent, right?
Mm.
Okay. Let's see.
Esther Williams said, Rich, what are some hobbies you like for decompressed time? Golf, bowling, fishing? This I can answer. So
Okay, go ahead. You let's see what you know about me. I don't
okay.
need. Go ahead.
Normally, he does this puzzle thing, jigsaw puzzle. He likes doing jigsaw puzzles. He completed. When you give him a jigsaw puzzle, he will just complete it in like a week or less than a week. He will just sit down. He normally that's what he wants for his me time, to
Yeah,
decompress while listening to his old school hip hop music.
yeah.
Yeah, so I when he's doing that, I just let him because it's he needs to decompress from time to time. Everybody needs space.
Yeah, I got a couple thousand-piece puzzles, some 2,000-piece puzzles that I've done since I've been here. It's relaxed time. It's you can just do something without thinking too much, and
And
sometimes you need
mm,
that. Go ahead.
and to be honest, I he taught me some tricks on how to build a jigsaw because I haven't built like a jigsaw
Yeah,
puzzle
that
in
was
my life.
and
And he
that
was
was an adventure.
yeah,
Yeah,
it
that
was
was
so
definitely an
sweet because he
adventure.
was, for me to have a contribution to his puzzle, he will save the last 5 pieces. And,
Right.
way to go, girl.
You go, girl. You're awesome. We did this together,
Together,
right?
yeah.
Yeah. Right. But
Yeah.
go ahead. Go ahead.
And
You were gonna
also,
say.
he likes to do like city walks, anything that's active, physically active,
Yeah.
right? We want to do that together.
I go to the gym. I go to
Mm.
the gym at least 4 times a week. I'm at the gym. We have a great gym in our condo. I mean, it's everything you could possibly want in the gym. We have. I go to the gym at least 4 times a week. You can't see it, but right outside of our windows, you can see the mountains in Rizal. I love hiking. I love camping. Anything that involves nature, I'm in. I'm absolutely in.
So, Mr. What's that?
Okay. All right, go ahead.
Popeyes, you might as well have met at a watermelon stand. That's the only more stereotypical place she could have met at. But I don't
She
know.
could have met a brother.
Ah,
Okay. I should have read that one.
okay.
Mister. You're kind of right, but look, she picked. Or did you pick Popeyes or
I
did I
think
pick it?
so.
She picked the Popeyes, and for a little context, it was my first. It was like month number 1 or 2 of me living in Manila, so I didn't know my way around. I still didn't know my way around, and she knew more about Manila than I did for sure. So that was the only place that she could pick that I knew that was right between us. So she picked Popeyes. So
Mm.
I didn't pick it, but I know it is kind of stereotypical, right? Okay, all right. That's Tobias to Slick Rick. All right. Let's see.
Um.
Cultural question. Hold on.
Okay.
Go ahead.
If a Pinay says, I am asking too many questions while I am trying to get to know her. How do you interpret that response?
I'll let you do it. Go.
When
Yeah.
why
I know what I would say.
for me, a guy, if he's getting to know you, you should ask questions. That's the main reason why you're getting to know each other. Yeah. For me, when I interpret that response, for me, she doesn't want you to dig in deeper.
That's what it means. That's exactly what it means.
Because you'll find out something.
Right. It means she has secrets, bro. It means she got secrets and she don't want to get caught slipping, so she's gonna try to ditch and she's gonna try to divert the conversation to something else. It means she's got secrets.
If she's not hiding something, she's more than willing to answer all of your questions.
Right. Exactly. Pick somebody who's forthcoming. If she starts getting nervous, fidgety, and she's trying to move the conversation somewhere else, she got secrets. Period. That's how I would take it too.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
So yeah. Iber said, I think people make too much about prenups. If you sell your assets in your home country and move to the Philippines, all property you accumulate is community. I don't understand that.
I'm going to disagree with you, Iber. Actually, I mean, because if you sell your assets, who says you're selling everything? You might still keep property in the U.S. You might keep that property to use as income while you live here in the Philippines. So I know certain people who still have assets in the U.S. who still have certain things in the U.S. And by the way, it's not necessarily community property if you own that before you get married. Community property is stuff that you own or that you accumulate after your marriage. So but I mean, in certain situations, anyway, that's legal stuff. So I agree with you in theory, but I kind of disagree with you. Okay. However, most Filipinos who actually are in a relationship for love wouldn't have an issue with a prenup, and that's what Ching said. I agree with that. I totally agree with that.
Yeah. Okay? So when they budge or when they get hesitant to answer having a prenup, then yeah. So Novel said, do any of the big cities have tap water that is safe to drink? No.
And
that's just foreign. This is not just for foreign guys. Tap water makes my stomach upset also. Yeah. So it's better, a 5-gallon purified water is just 35 pesos. Yeah. It's less than $1. So why risk your stomach?
35 pesos is like 15 cents for purified tap water. Is it?
Yeah, purified.
100 pesos is $2, so 50 pesos is
just like 50 pesos per $1.
Yeah, it's like a quarter. It's like something like it's 50. It's like a quarter for 5 gallons, which is what I use for about a week.
Yeah.
Yeah, it takes me about a week, so it's like a quarter, and you get a 5-gallon thing of water. Cook with it, drink it, use it for stuff you drink or whatever. Do not drink the water here.
Yeah.
Don't.
Also, when you buy ice, don't buy ice at the local store because it's made from tap water also. But when you want to make sure that your ice is purified, you might want to go to 7-Eleven because they have like a purified tube ice, or better yet, make your own ice.
Make your own ice. And one step further, when you go to restaurants, take the ice out of your drink immediately. Don't let the ice melt into your drink, because it can do terrible things to your stomach and your digestive system, and it can give you a bad case of the ass. Right.
So or just don't ask for ice.
Yeah, just ask no ice. Always no ice.
Cold, but no ice.
Yep. Okay.
So
that's the slick Rick. Okay.
Living Our Life said, no, we can't do condos. We have 2 big dogs and we need our own yard. Plus, I like my privacy without sharing walls or floors. Price is not a factor when it comes to my peace.
I hear you. I definitely hear you.
And also, a lot of condos wouldn't allow pets inside their unit.
Especially not 2 dogs, right? And he said 2. Did he say 2 big dogs?
Yeah, 2 big dogs.
Yeah, that wouldn't happen. Right. Okay. Cool. You married lady on right. You married lady on right Filipinas woman.
I'm not really sure about.
LL Black American guy in Cebu City. Okay. All right. So Timothy Terrell, you're out in Cebu. All right. So you have some insight on what's going on in Cebu. Drop us a comment. Let us know what do you think of Cebu. Have you been to Manila? How do you compare it to Manila? How do you compare it to Davao? Definitely would like to know.
So
right?
Tobias said, IT Park is the city for me. I
Mhm.
think Manila is more crowded and more traffic too. It is.
I think
It is more
Manila
traffic.
has definitely more traffic. It's more crowded because it's a bigger place than Cebu, but it is definitely crowded. I liked IT Park when I visited out there. I liked it out there. I could see myself living there. Yeah, it wouldn't
And
be bad.
also here in Manila, remember that it's the university center. So a lot of universities are like it's called the university belt.
Mhm.
So there are like several universities in Manila.
I believe that, but how would that help?
In traffic, it adds to the traffic because
Gotcha.
a lot of people are commuting
Gotcha. Okay,
to Manila.
I understand. All right. Timothy Terrell, interesting insight. Davao City in Mindanao, the women love Black American men. Did not know that. Had no idea. Um, but when I think about it, it actually makes sense. I'll leave it at that. Um, okay, Jamal. If and when I find my own Filipina, are there any certain customary gifts that are given to their parents? Huh? Okay.
For me, personal experience, I can't really answer any customary gift, but when you go to the provinces, you usually give out like a roasted pig during during a big celebration.
On a first meet, though.
Our first meet, no, it's not a first meet, but maybe anything that is or any gift would be welcomed or appreciated. Maybe a fruit basket. I don't know.
Fruit basket, dried fruit. Unless your mom likes dried fruit.
She wants like because the dried fruits that she wants doesn't, cranberries.
Okay, fruit basket, dried fruit. Maybe something from your hometown, from where you come from, for sure. T-shirt,
Chocolate.
chocolate, stuff like that is always good to go.
Yeah, especially the things that you cannot buy here in the Philippines.
Okay, all right, cool.
You have
All right,
something on your right eye.
good.
Yeah.
All right, thank you. Okay, let's see. Uh,
I've got some street
all right.
smarts, yeah.
Slick Rick is from the streets. Y'all need to understand. He's from the city, right? Yeah, he's from the house. Yeah, he's got street smart. My man knows. But Slick, let me tell you, there are some things you need to learn when you come here, though. Street smarts aside, there's some different street smarts you need to know. But if you come from the house like we do, you have an advanced. You have a head start on a lot of other people for sure, right? All right. Mopar, exactly. If you have a prenup, then nothing becomes community property unless you put both names on it. Exactly. I cannot say enough how important I think prenups are if you're thinking about getting married to a Filipino.
Yes.
Okay. Uh,
Dale, thank you for greeting Richard.
Laurel's Dale. Thank you, Dale, for the happy birthday wishes. Much appreciated. Okay. Ivan, my plan is to come with a clean slate. And that's the best way to come. Come with a clean slate, an open mind, have your mind right, your body right, your pockets right, and enjoy life. And enjoy your life. I mean, I think most of the cats who come here are at minimum at halftime. I'm talking about when it comes to life, halftime, third quarter, fourth quarter, right? So you need to come here with a good frame of mind. And enjoy your life. Enjoy your life. Come here and do the things you always wanted to do, and just relax. I have a stress-free life here, and that's super important to me. I know you're smiling because she used to be the stress, but you definitely got better.
Thank you.
And I appreciate that for reals, right? Okay.
So I'm finishing up the degree according to Ish, and hoping I can find me some remote work.
That could be a trick. That could be a trick, Ish. I'm going to encourage you to bring your work with you. If you're looking for a job, you are not going to find a job here in the Philippines. You're going to have to create a job. You're going to have to find a job. You're going to have to create income if you plan on living here. There will not be a job for foreigners here in the Philippines. Very, 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 very.
In the education sector, we have also in IT, I believe, and they also have like a different rate for expats compared to local people.
Yeah. If in those two sectors, thank you very much. I appreciate that. But I will tell you that they're going to give jobs, the majority of those jobs, to the Filipino people, the local people. it is going to be very hard. I always want to set a proper expectation and not want to make somebody think something is what
that
it
they
is.
can find a job easily.
It is going to be extremely difficult to find a job here in the Philippines for somebody who's an expat.
Yeah. So
not impossible, but extremely difficult.
Yeah. So Tobias said, bring booze and a live a live pig and a big bag of rice. They will roast the pig and have a party.
Right?
I told you.
Yeah, exactly,
I told
exactly,
you.
for sure, right?
Yeah. Normally, those happen in the provinces. You bring a live pig, they will roast it.
Yeah.
And then share with everybody.
Yeah. Frank Ellis said 28K is under 500 at 50. Yeah, that's correct. Yeah. 28K. Look, if you're living in a condo that costs 28K, it's gonna be, especially if you're by yourself, or just with one other person, that is plenty of room. That will be plenty of room, and you should have all the amenities aside from being able to drink water out of the tap. You should have all the amenities that you would have in America or wherever your home country is.
Yeah.
Right?
So 30 square meters. I have a studio on the 22nd.
Right. Yeah, that's about right. It's about the same as here. Same as here, except I'm on the 44th floor, and I can look down. When the helicopters fly by, they literally fly right by my window. Right. Okay. All right. Okay. Men's Daily.
I also heard from many passport bros, due to the high amount of real estate scams, vet the landlord, the real estate agent, the property management company, and verify proof of ownership prior to renting. That's right.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Look, it is what it is. When you come to a place where a lot of the people are impoverished, there's plenty of scams. There's lots of scams. You need to vet carefully. And I'm telling you, if you know a local person that you trust, bring that local person with you. Bring that person with you. It will do nothing but help your situation for sure.
Okay? Yeah. So Mopar said, I understand, but still get that prenup done. I plan to get one done in the USA and have the same one done in the Philippines to double cover myself.
I highly recommend it. And Mopar, if you're getting one done in the Philippines, make sure it's done by a good attorney here in the Philippines, because just some of the laws are slightly different, but they'll be able to cover the base you need covered here in the Philippines too.
Hi player. Hi Morris. Thank you for joining in.
Address my birthday wishes.
I know.
Morris O'Brien, thanks. Appreciate you. And your happy birthday wishes. Definitely appreciate that.
And don't forget to hit the like button or any emoji to, give us some love.
Yes, please hit that like button. If you're joining us late, hit the like button. Please hit that. It helps our channel to grow. We really appreciate you guys helping us and helping us on our live stream. So
hi player. It's been a while.
It has been, huh?
I missed your name.
I'm assuming you're not talking about me with the cute giggles out there.
I think that's me. Party hard, trucking and traveling. Oh, I like the name. Party hard.
Right, exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, that red horse, Tobias. That red horse is something else, bro.
Yeah, it's too strong.
Hey, have you drank the apple? That apple.
San Miguel apple.
Yeah, the San Miguel apple. That stuff is cool, actually.
Yeah, but it's a creeper.
But it is a creeper, right? It will creep up on you and get you, right? K-Dub said, by the way, K-Dub, Keith Williams, K-Dub said Ching is educated, independent, sweet, classy, funny lady.
Thank you.
I agree with all of that. I agree with all that. I wouldn't accept a woman, and that, again, everybody has their own standards. I wouldn't accept a woman that has any less than that. I expect any woman that I'm with to be educated. I expect her to have her own. She better have a job. If you don't have a job, talking to me is a waste. You're wasting oxygen. She's funny. You don't have to be funny, but Ching is definitely funny. Classy. I don't know about them pants she was wearing. We don't talk about them damn jeans she was wearing yesterday. But classy, absolutely, and she's funny. She's pretty cool. She's pretty cool.
Thank you.
I plan on keeping her for a while.
I will have to let you read his name because it's French.
Right. Maison Neveu. Maison Neveu.
I like to speak French. Let me try.
Okay, go ahead.
Joseph Maison Neveu.
Okay.
Maison Neveu. Happy birthday, Rich.
Her pronunciation might be a little better. Okay, but do you know what maison means?
I know. House.
Yeah. My French is still important. Okay.
Thank you for appreciating our content, Joseph. I won't.
I'm not gonna butcher your name. We're just gonna call you Joseph.
Yeah.
Right. All right. And definitely appreciate you loving our content and appreciate you watching.
Yes. Okay. So thank you. Yeah, thank you. Appreciate that, Tobias. We
Tobias,
have
definitely
like
appreciate you.
46
Yeah,
people watching and 44 likes. Thank
yeah,
you.
definitely appreciate you. Hey, Richie Rich, have you and Chang thought about bringing her to the U.S. for vacation? Um, K Dub, you know what? I have, and I hope we get a chance to. I would like that, to be honest, because I would love for Chang to meet my family face to face. So that would be cool. I have no reservations about bringing her to the U.S. to live or to visit for sure. She has never expressed any interest in wanting to live in the U.S. In fact, she has explicitly said the opposite. She has no desire to live in the U.S. She would like to visit, but she has no desire to live in the U.S. because all of her friends, family is here in the Philippines, and her job is here in the Philippines.
Mhm.
She's worked hard to get the job she has, and I don't blame her. So,
Yeah.
yep.
So Joseph said mosquitoes don't
Excuse
go
me.
up to that level of floor you live in. Yeah,
Right.
they get tired.
Good morning, Joseph. Hey, real quick, because you know what it is. I'll let
Yes.
you do it. Go ahead and do it.
Yeah, happy birthday, Joey.
Yeah, Joey, happy birthday
Happy
to you, my man.
birthday to
December 28th
you.
is Joseph's birthday. And so happy birthday to you. And we actually, me and Ching took a short little trip out yesterday and got back early this morning. So we appreciate you joining us, and happy birthday to you, my man, Joseph.
Yeah, enjoy your day. Have a blast.
For sure, right?
So, William White, what are you paying a month for the condo? Happy birthday.
For our condo, for this condo, um, about about 330 dollars a month. However, I am moving next month, and I'm moving to a bigger spot, and the lease is, I believe it's 35.
How
So
much is
let's
that?
in American dollars. Yeah.
Okay, I'll
All
get
right.
back to you.
Roughly about $650.
Let's double check that. 650
Right. Six.
something.
Yeah, not a dummy, huh? Right.
Of course,
Yeah,
you're not.
$650. I'm moving next month. So actually,
It is double
yeah,
the size of.
double. It's double. Is it double? Yeah, it's double the
Yes,
size. Yeah, double the
because
size.
this is
Looking
like
forward to moving. Yeah,
30, 32, 28,
yeah, somewhere
32.
around there. Yeah. Okay. Um. All right, and let's see.
Troy Coat said, there. Hold
Oh, did I miss
on.
it?
Yeah,
Scroll
yeah,
down.
you missed it. Troy Coat, Troy Coat. Give us one moment. And
Okay.
again, while we're scrolling the chats, don't forget to hit the like button if you just came in and leave your comments or give us some questions or ask us some questions, and we will try our best to answer some of your
Wow, I
questions.
just
So
touched it and like
yeah,
scrolled
I know,
forever,
right?
right? Okay.
Troy Coat said, I totally agree with what you said. A good Filipino will save you money. Rich, what do you do about medical insurance?
Okay. I thought so. What do you think?
Hmm.
You have to have medical insurance here, bro. Especially, look, if you are, I'm gonna say you need to have it. Period. But if you're 50 or over, do not come here without getting medical insurance. It's expensive. It's gonna cost you 250, between 250 up to 450 US dollars a month. Get medical insurance. You do not want something to happen to you and be in a hospital here and not have medical insurance. I'll just leave it at that. Get it. Get it. There's
Mm-hmm.
some, you can go online and go online, shop around, saying you'll get a lot of different quotes for medical insurance. See what they offer. See how much it is. But do not come here and live here without medical insurance.
Yeah. So Maurice O'Brien said, I'm 12 hours, 11 p.m. behind the Philippines. What is the time you start your live stream? We normally start 9 p.m. Eastern time, 6 p.m. Pacific.
In fact, I think every single one of our
Yeah.
live streams is started at the same time.
Mm.
So it always starts at the same time.
So Jamal said, what is the must-have thing to bring when I come? Bring your mind right, your pockets
An
right.
open mind,
Open
an open
mind.
mind, and a lot
A lot
of
of
patience.
patience.
Yep.
Yeah.
Open, and can't understate that. So I bet you Tobias can probably chime in on that, and Joseph too. Open mind and a lot of patience, bro.
Mm-hmm.
It's a different place. If you're used to luxury and everything being quick, which we are in the States, it's different. It's different. You're gonna have to be patient and understand. They just don't work. They're not working on our schedule. They do things how they want to do it, and they're not. They don't care about what we think or what we're visiting them. We're guests in their country.
Yes. So Frank Ellie said it's 5 years, Rich. I worked at
Is
SS.
it 5 years? Okay. Okay. Cool.
Troy Coat said, Patience.
Yes,
Iago.
for sure.
Patience.
Iago. Patience, right?
So
Okay.
living our lives, Richie and Cheng, when y'all do get married, when we want
Why everybody want to marry us, man? Everybody want to marry us, right?
We're not big on social gatherings, but we'll definitely come and celebrate your union.
You know what?
We appreciate you, but yeah, go ahead.
Go ahead. Say what you got to say. Say what
I'm
you got to say.
fine.
Say what you got to say. Just what you got to say.
Yeah, we're just like every other relationship, we want to take our time, because I believe 2 years is
That's a good
2 years.
amount of
It's
time.
a good amount
It
of
hasn't
time,
been
but
2 years yet.
it hasn't been 2 years.
No.
But we are enjoying what we have right now, and if the time will come, then the time will come.
It'll come.
It'll come.
It'll come. I see you trying to hold back your smile. Anyway.
Because to be honest, just to be honest with you, that I think is what every woman desires.
Well, I mean, you made that very clear. You made it clear in the videos. We talked about it personally. You made it clear. I know what's going on. I know what's up. I appreciate it. Right? Okay, it'll come.
Yeah, just referring to the questions previously, you just have to ask your Filipino what's her deal, what's her end game, what's her plan. So you also have your plans or your head, ready.
And one more point to that. Anytime you ask a Filipino, what's your end game, what do you want? If she's in a hurry, that should be a red flag. If she's in a hurry to get married, if she's trying to push you towards, that should be a red flag to you. You shouldn't. And here's what I do get. Again, we talk about the cats that come here. They're in the third and fourth quarter. I do get some some people might feel like they're in a hurry, but vet carefully. I don't feel like I need to be in a hurry. She's expressed to me that she's not in a hurry. I know what she wants, and I know what I want. We both want the same thing, and so it'll come.
Yeah. So, Tobias said, "What is the 90-day thing I hear? We're talking survivors, right? 90 days, yeah."
Well,
I'm not sure. Maybe he's addressing it to Frank Ellis.
Gotcha.
Okay, got it. Oh, so Slick Rick said, Cheng, can you elaborate a little more on the right amount of jealousy for a Filipino? Okay, maybe give an example. All right, I'll give an example to you, Slick Rick, because I think that is one of the favorite favorite things that I said. Favorite.
Go ahead.
Okay, so for example, when the right amount of jealousy is that a lot of Filipinos, when they're in a relationship, they wouldn't want their man to talk to any other girl, any woman.
Don't even look at her.
Yeah. So for me, the right amount of jealousy, if he will look to another woman, that's fine. But the right amount of jealousy, she will feel some jealousy, but she will talk to you about it. For example, an example would be like, I want to discuss this with you because I don't feel good about you talking to this person, because my instinct would tell me this and that, but I'm just letting you know how I feel, that I don't like that you're talking to her.
I'm laughing because Cheng is cool about this. We've had some moments, but not. Again, she's not overly jealous, but we've had some moments. But she'll say, I don't like her. I don't like her. I know what she's up to. I know what she wants.
Because
and she'll leave it at that. She won't beat the dead horse. But she will definitely express her feelings when it comes to certain people. I ain't gonna mention nobody's names because they might be watching this live stream. but she's expressed her feelings about about this person, that person, and
because I'm telling you, I'm a Filipina, and I know a lot of Filipinas endgame. They are going just to try to steal your man, even if they know that your man is whatever. Stop. Let's not pretend here. But a lot of Filipinos will try to get your man when you're walking. They will give him the look. I'm telling you, women here. I'm telling you, I know my culture. I'm just saying. So I'm not trying to be protective or anything, but I'm just letting you know. I'm just marking my territory.
K Dub said, I hook him up with the barber. Got you covered, bro. Got you covered. Right? But wait a minute. Why are you laughing at my jigsaw puzzle, man? That's like my peace of mind, man.
Yeah. He likes that. He spends hours doing just this jigsaw puzzle. But specifically, he likes Star Wars.
I'm a Star Wars dude.
Yeah.
I'm definitely a Star Wars dude.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, for sure. All right. Don't hate on Popeyes. Yeah, exactly. Jeffrey, tell him, man. Tell him. Hate on Popeyes.
He actually said that you want to get some coffee, but I just said, yeah. He said, do you want to go to Starbucks? And I said, nah, because I think Starbucks for me is like spendy coffee. So
yeah, I'm glad you said that, because they might think, if you didn't specify, they might think you thought you was too sedity or too uppity for Starbucks.
No.
But tell them, say the reason again.
Yeah, the reason for me is Starbucks for me is like spendy coffee here in the Philippines. I'm not gonna spend 200 from time to time. I will go to Starbucks, but for a date, I would prefer, Popeye's brewed coffee is just like 60 pesos and it's good coffee. So I'm okay with good coffee.
Yeah. Don't sleep on Popeyes. Yeah. Popeyes out here ain't bad. But for us, it was just a place to meet, and she picked the place. I didn't. I didn't know where to go. I didn't know where to meet at that time because I was new here. So I had no idea. And so she picked it.
Yeah.
Let's
see. Fantasy. Fantasy. Wow, I drink 3 gallons of water a day.
Damn, for real?
Yeah.
That's a lot of water, bro.
You also drink a lot of liquids.
I do, but I drink like maybe close to 2 liters. Close to 2 liters of water a day. But 3 gallons, that's a lot of water, bro. Okay.
So there isn't a water filtering system there. There is they filter it before it comes out of the faucet. But it needs, if you don't want to buy purified water on a gallon, you can always attach or buy purified system that you can attach to your faucet. So once the water comes out, it's already filtered. So it's like they also have like the Brita, the Brita, the one that filters.
By the water.
Yeah.
By the purified water. Tobias said, I'm cool on that. 90 days for your wife. I'm guessing you guys are talking about the fiance visa or the K1 visa, and it is 90 days. If that's what you guys are talking about, sorry for jumping in on you guys' this conversation. It is 90 days. You bring her over to the U.S. You have 90 days to get married. You can get married before 90 days, but you have 90 days to get married. If you do not get married in 90 days, the visa expires. It is no good, and she is now in the country illegally, and she needs to leave immediately. So that's up to you.
That's good knowledge.
Yeah, it should be more than 90 days, but I strongly recommend you using every single one of those 90 days to get to know your Filipina. And I don't think it's enough. I really don't think it's enough, but that's the law, and that's what it is.
I think my suggestion is that you go over here, spend 90 days here, and then before you apply, because I think few weeks is not enough for you to vet a woman.
No.
We're still vetting each other.
Like what? It's 12 weeks.
I don't think it's enough.
It ain't enough
time. It's more for me, more than it should be more than 8 months.
She's gonna be on her best behavior. She's gonna be on her best behavior, and she's there. She's dependent on you. Everything is dependent on you because she can't work. So she's gonna do everything she's gonna do everything right. Come here and see how she is with her family, her friends. Meet her people. Talk to her on her own territory. Yeah, you need more time. You need more time. Yeah. That's my opinion. Just my opinion. Right?
Okay. So Tobias said married for 90 days before you kick the dust.
Right. Okay.
So why is that when men get married, it's like a diagnosis for what happened to him?
We don't really, exactly.
It's so sad.
We don't really want to get married. Yeah, most guys.
Most guys.
I think most guys would rather rent instead of buy. I think. But in the end, we want the companionship, and we want somebody that doesn't bring troubles and doesn't bring trauma and crap. So I think if you can find that woman, then it's all right.
Yeah. So the 90-day period for Social Security survivor benefits is related to returning benefits received for the month of death and any later months. That's good information.
That's definitely good knowledge. Thank you. Appreciate that, Frank. So
he said he worked at Social Security.
Putting us up on game. Okay. really quick, let me give a shout out. I need to give a shout out real quick before I pass it up. Coach Darren.
Coach D,
Yeah,
thank
Coach Darren,
you.
appreciate the birthday wishes and the super chat. Definitely appreciate that, and also appreciate your comments. Always insightful.
Yeah.
Look, again,
Looking forward
there's so many people that
that we
we
look
we
forward.
always look and say, oh, what did Novel say about this? What did Coach Darren say about that? What did Slick Rick say? What did he got to say? So there's so many people
Yeah.
that we're always looking for when we do a certain video. We know that certain people are going to have something to say, and we're always curious. So
Yeah.
appreciate the birthday wishes. With
But
that,
Novel, don't get your feelings hurt because I always refer to Rich regarding your comments because most of the time I don't get it.
but we get each we're here.
Thank you, John. John.
Jean,
Jean
or it
Baptiste.
could be Jean Jean
Jean
Baptiste. Yeah,
Jean Baptiste.
yeah.
I like speaking French. I
Yeah.
feel like I'm a French lady.
You're not a French lady. We appreciate
Thank
the super
you.
chat. Much appreciated. I wanted to get those in before our time runs out because we're at 1 hour and 35 minutes and this is going to go to 2 hours. So I wanted to make sure I acknowledge the super chat and say thank you. Scroll up more.
Yeah.
Okay. I think somebody else did a super chat and we didn't
Acknowledge.
yeah, we didn't shout them out.
Let's see. I think we got
did we
yeah,
get everybody?
yeah.
Okay.
So we're
Barbara,
almost close.
Okay.
Hold on one moment. Okay. So Sensible Man. Oh, welcome. Yeah, you actually made the live, Coach Darren. Congratulations.
Yeah, definitely.
Well, Sensible Man said, well, hello, my friends. Just wanted to give you a holler. Hope everything is going well on your end. As for me, I'm doing well. Always a pleasure to hear you or see you too. Thank you so
appreciate
much.
you joining us, Sensible Man. Definitely appreciate that. Yes, living our lives, missing 31 like clicks. Please, if you guys came late or joined us late, please hit that like button, hit the like button, a heart button, something that lets YouTube acknowledge the fact that you were here and that you enjoyed our content and our live stream. So appreciate that for sure. Okay, let's see. Next question. Let's see.
Jeffrey Thompson. Hi, Jeffrey. Welcome. When I came to the Philippines, I stayed in Cebu. IT Park is very nice. When I come back, I will come to Manila.
Okay. I also liked IT Park. I didn't live there, but I visited there. I liked it. I think that's where a lot of expats live for sure. Yeah.
So I think
and Tobias said he likes it. I think Tobias is out there right now and he likes it. Tobias, I hope you'll hit me up off the live stream because I will be coming to Cebu in the next 60 days for sure. Before I go back home to the States, we ought to get together. We definitely ought to get together and hook up and get a bite to eat and just chop it up a little bit. Okay. Let's see who's next.
Sensible Man.
He's talking to Slick Rick.
Okay.
Okay, let's see.
Marry your co-host Filipino. It's everybody.
Timothy Terrell, we got you. We got it covered. And as we said a little bit ago, it'll happen. She's still vetting me. I'm still vetting her, and
we're vetting each other.
Yeah, and one of us used to be a headache. One of us used to be a headache.
And that's me. And that's not that. I'm the headache.
But that person, go ahead.
I'm glad I just always bring some Tylenol.
For real, I got a jar full of Tylenol because I used to need it.
No, but I really want this to work. So when I think all relationships should work, it takes both of you to stay in the relationship, and no one would want to leave. If that person leaves, drag him back in. And you have to show that you are really working on it. Don't just say that, I'm working on it. Just show at least, effort is half the battle.
It's half the battle.
Yeah.
It's half the battle. I want to say this, and I'll give a shout out to Cheng. How do I say? I'll just say this. Keep in mind that what you guys see is 15 to 25 minutes of an edited video of our lives or our personalities. So you don't get to see what goes on off camera and all that. So there's definitely cultural issue there, especially in the beginning. Definitely a lot of cultural issues working together and just trying to have time to spend together, actually dating and getting to know each other. there was definitely some issues,
Yeah.
and it was not easy. And this is again from an educated woman, a very smart woman, a very good person. There was definitely some issues. It's not easy, and if it wasn't easy for me, I promise you, it is not going to be easy when you come here either. Um, that you're going to have to work through them, and it took some time. I think we've gotten past most of those humps, and we're kind of on the same track now.
Mm-hmm.
But it took some time. It took some time, and I think we're kind of, yeah, we're in that smooth area.
Slowly,
Yeah,
slowly transitioning to the
yeah,
smooth area.
yeah, and it feels good now. But
Better, believe
yeah,
me.
it was not easy. It was not
Yeah.
easy. I'll leave it at that. And I appreciate you putting in the work.
Thank
I really do.
you. Yeah,
And
because I really want
yeah,
this to work.
yeah, I appreciate that. And um, it is what it is.
Mm-hmm.
It's not going to be easy when you come from two different cultures and you're trying to make something work. You have to be patient. You're gonna have to. There's going to be a lot of give, a lot of compromise, a lot of give, and a lot of patience,
Sacrifice.
a lot of sacrifice for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So Jarm Armwood said ESL does not pay well in the Philippines.
Does not. I don't think it does. I know some people, some foreigners who are ESL teachers. Thank you,
Mm.
John, for pointing this out. I mean, if you're looking for income, you could be an English teacher, but I agree with John Armwood. If you're trying to teach English, I don't think the pay is where
As
you would want
big.
it to be.
Mm-hmm. But you have to
Yeah,
climb yourself. You
yeah,
climb the ladder to build your
yeah,
your
and
rep.
it depends. It depends on your skill set. It
Mm-hmm.
depends on your skill set. If you speak multiple languages, that could help. That could help. It depends on your education background, and that can help as well. But
Mm-hmm.
in general, being ESL does not pay very much.
Yeah.
It'll pay more than probably getting a job here locally. Yeah,
Could be.
yeah,
Like you could, if they consider here your education, especially when you studied abroad, when you studied in the US, you might be considered as a manager. Scroll too far.
right. You can keep
Okay,
talking.
yeah,
I'm, yeah,
you may be considered as a manager or something like a trainer for call center, especially when you have, you know, um good English skills.
right.
Yeah. So, mm-hmm.
Okay.
So, Tobias said you have hello flying, but helicopter flying by your window now. That's badass. I thought my place.
No, bro, I'm trying to tell you, when the helicopters fly, because they come around, they're always through here. Literally, they will fly by my window because that's how high I'm on the 44th floor. That's how high I am up. I can look down and see the rooftop. I'm
Of a
right
building.
now. We're looking at the rooftop
Of
of another
another
building
building.
that's super high, but I'm up so high I can see the rooftop of them.
Yeah.
So it is kind of cool. I like being this high. Right?
So Jeffrey said.
Okay, go ahead. Jeffrey said, "Happy birthday, Rich.
Mm-hmm.
Much appreciate you, JT. Appreciate the birthday wishes, for
Mm-hmm.
sure."
Okay, so those are just addressed to some of the. So to
Okay.
Ishg.
Okay.
Ishg, sorry,
Yep.
let me clarify. I want to find remote with the US company that will allow me to travel.
Okay.
Got it.
You know what? What is that? There's a website actually. Uh, Flex Jobs. Flex Jobs. Definitely look up flexjobs.com. They specialize in remote jobs. Check that channel out, and I think and put together your resume and put your resume on Flex Jobs. That is a good way. I'm told that's a good way to get a remote job from home, where you can be working. You can live here and be working from home.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
So Iber said, I have a question. Why do Filipinas have such low esteem? They are such beautiful women. I tell my Filipina every day, hello, may magandang
Oh,
asawa.
oh, 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 oh! Pick me.
I
Okay,
want to answer
but
first.
I'm gonna let you answer, and
Okay.
then I'll give. Go ahead.
Okay. So for me, a lot of Filipinas have self-esteem because we have a different beauty standards here. And to be honest, if we're going to compare the beauty standards that we know, we are not, even close to the beauty standards here in the Philippines. Also, this is just a personal experience. When I tried, online dating before I met Rich, and when I talked to some local Filipino men, they would say that I'm ugly. A lot of Filipino men would not appreciate my beauty. So you know what? I think that was it for me. A lot of say you're ugly, you're not beautiful. Local men say that to me. So I said, you know what? I will just go where I'm appreciated. So
I appreciate
thank you, Ricky.
you. You're far
Yeah.
from ugly.
Yeah. So that's it. Maybe because our local men would tell us that this is not beautiful for us. Yeah, that's it.
I think that's half of it, but there's another half of it. And the other half of it is Asian culture. Is in Asian culture, parents very, very seldom give praise their children. They're very quick to criticize their children. Very quick to, and I think you'll find Korean culture, Chinese culture here,
They're the first to
they criticize the hell out of their kids, but they don't high five their kids. They don't praise their kids. They don't no good job, Johnny's. They do not get that here. And so when you grow up, a lot of boys and girls have self-esteem issues growing up here because their parents never praise them, and so they don't feel good. They criticize. Why aren't you as good as this other kid in your class? Why didn't you do good? If you got a B, why didn't you get an A? Their parents criticize them to death and never praise them. Ironically, they will praise their kid to other parents, but they don't give any praise to the kid to the kid.
Yeah.
And
They
so
will brag about their
yeah,
children to other
yeah,
parents, but not giving direct praises.
oh, my kid does this, my kid does that, my kid does this to other parents, but
Not.
never to the kid. And you will find that to be true in almost every Asian society. And even if you mess with Asians in the US, you'll still find it to be true as well. So I think that's the other half of it.
Yeah. So Frank Ellis, that's all you pay
That's what it
for
is.
is 330 a month for rent. That's chump change.
That's what it is,
Yeah,
bro.
that
For a very
includes
nice, yeah.
yeah, that includes association dues. And when I say association dues, that includes using the gym, using the amenities, security, garbage collection, everything.
Pools,
Yeah.
right? I mean, the basketball court, the pools, the whole gym.
Everything.
I mean, everything. It includes everything, bro. It's tough to beat. It is very, very tough to beat. So I agree with you, Frank.
And yeah, even living in a bigger place, it's still more affordable compared to when you live back home.
Right, for sure. Oh, no question. Slick Rick could tell you, living in California is no joke. You're not going. Slick Rick, if you want to volunteer it, you can let us know what's your rent or what is your mortgage, your monthly mortgage. I can tell you without even asking. This brother's mortgage cannot be less than $2,000 a month, or his rent.
We add an extra zero.
Exactly, exactly. If you got a joint less than $2,500 a month, you're doing good. $2,500 a month, son, a month, right?
Yeah, if you have $3,300 here in the Philippines, you'll be living comfortably. I'm telling you.
No doubt, no doubt. Okay.
So I always thought living in downtown Manila was expensive, according to Frank Ellis.
I don't think it is. I don't think it.
That was the impression. That's the impression.
In BGC, it's more expensive. If you live right in BGC, it can be more expensive. But I mean, I live in a very, very, and I'm not trying to act like I'm all sedity or nothing, but I live in a very, very nice condo. If you want, you can go into Google Maps and it's called Aqua Private Residences. Go into Google Maps or go into Google Earth and you can see what it looks like. I think we might have put some stuff on the channel. I don't know, but we should do like a thing where we kind of show Aqua.
The amenities.
But yeah, but anyway,
I think we did a video. Maybe we'll just put it in the comments. Maybe.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
So, but it's nice, and you get all of that for that low price. So it's yeah, exactly.
So living our lives said, take your time. I ain't dying for at least another 40 years to see about getting married.
Okay. Novel said the audio might be breaking up, and could be because we're on 2 hours. So we're running on 2 hours, and that's the reason we limit it to 2 hours because I think the mics aren't ready for for that long of live stream.
Yeah. So the Manila. Okay, this is one reason why a lot of people on the chat with you all is because you all get. Honey, can you please?
Yep.
Okay. This is one of the reasons why a lot of people on this live chat with you all is because you all get along real good. It seems like you both have been married already for a few years. That's a compliment.
It is a compliment. But you know what? I'll tell you why it's cool for me. Hearing that is because they don't know. They don't know how much we struggled. I mean,
I understand.
You guys don't know how much we struggled. But, and again, it might sound like I'm giving her so much praise, but I got to give her praise because she pushed through, and if she didn't put in the work, I mean, for real, we would not be together.
Mm.
Because we really struggled. It was tough, and sometimes it still is tough, but not nearly what it was before. Not even nearly. And I really appreciate
Yeah, and you
how
really
much
pushed me.
work you put in to keep us going. And because
I
there,
didn't give up.
believe me, there were some times when I was like, you know what, I'm cool, dude. I'm cool on all of this.
Yeah.
And but she was not ready to give up. And so shout out to Cheng,
Thank you.
and yeah, shout out to Cheng for sure.
Yeah, if you
Yeah,
want it, you need to put in the work.
yeah, and
That's
vice versa, and
mm-hmm.
vice versa. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
So yeah, so let's Richie, I forgot to say your videos are still uploaded with a max 480p quality.
really,
That's interesting
I,
because
I
in the
don't know.
last
We
few
double check.
videos,
Yeah,
yeah, I exported everything at
at
1080.
1080. Yeah.
Yeah. So we better
Mm.
try to look at it when we're uploading it to
Yeah,
YouTube,
and
maybe.
see what the final
Okay.
result is.
Yeah.
We'll have to check on
Thank
that
you.
because
Thank you.
when we uploaded it, it's in 1080. So maybe when maybe the
Maybe it's
final
on the
result it goes down.
settings.
Yeah,
We'll have to explore on that. But thank you for bringing it up, Novel.
and the stream is max quality 720. So that might be something we can adjust. So we'll have to check into that. We'll have
Yeah.
definitely have to look into that.
So Slick Rick said, Cheng, so basically she'd rather talk about than to throw a tampo or fly into a jealous rage.
Talk about tempo with you and me.
Slick
Yeah.
Rick, I haven't done the tampo with Rich because I know from jump that it's not gonna work. And also I can't remember if I did. Maybe I did the tampo with my late husband, but for most people, most women, I'm telling you, they will do the tampo on you. But for me, when Rich pointed that out, that tampo is like a
It's a
immature.
tantrum.
It's a
Yeah,
tantrum.
yeah.
It's a immature thing to do when you're in a relationship. So you just have to communicate. But a lot of women will do that. I'm telling you.
I'm gonna tell a quick story. Early on in our relationship, Ching did a semi tampo thing,
Semi
a
tampo.
semi tampo thing, and we were at my condo, and I just said, okay, cool. I think it's time for you to leave. All right, I think it's time for you to leave, and that's it. And I just like I escorted her out and said, I'll see you at another time. But I think the precedent was set at that point where she understood that it wasn't going to go down on me. And I think, excuse me, and I just think it depends on what you're willing to put up with. If you put up with that and you, oh my God, please, 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 please don't do it. I'm not doing all of that. I'm not doing all that. If you want to try to treat me like that, that's cool. But it's not gonna go far. It's not gonna happen. And I let her understand that. But I always made sure that we're open to have a conversation, to communicate, and you can tell me how you feel, and we can talk about that. But doing the tempo thing was never gonna fly. It was just not gonna fly.
But my suggestion is that you have to address that immediately
You do.
into the relationship because a lot of women, I'm telling you, they will
It's
just
common here.
common.
Yeah.
And about the jealousy thing, they're pretty jealous about you just talking to another woman. A lot of
Even a
women,
waitress.
yeah,
Yeah.
a lot of women are immature.
Agreed. I don't think we addressed Mister. Thank you.
Thank
You for
you.
the super chat. We appreciate that. His question.
Is $330 a month a typical price for rent to love that high in the sky, whatever city you're in?
I think he meant live. Okay.
Uh-huh. So here, actually, it's a it could be like 350 to 400 because this is like I because being me, I want to save money. So yeah, so 330 is what he's paying, but normally it's like 20,000 pesos,
I would
23
say $400.
$400, yeah, $400.
Yeah, $400 would be somewhere right around where you would pay.
The
Tobias
same.
Tobias can kind of verify that, but 400. And Joseph, if you're still here, you can kind of verify that too. But $400 would be typical. Between $350 and $400. Also, I'm going to tell you, amenities are way cheaper here. So your internet is going to be what you said, $13.50. You said it is.
$13.50.
So
it's like
$25, $23 for internet. And for
basically utilities is like more or less 4,000 pesos. or probably around $100.
Is that what 4,000 pesos?
5,000 is $100. So utilities
Yeah, for
altogether.
everything, for all your utilities, power.
$100
Yeah,
for power, internet, and also
for,
water.
yeah,
Yeah,
for everything.
for everything.
About $100. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
I would agree with that.
Yeah. So Frank, you're welcome, Slick Rick. And also Frank Ellis, I suggest to all guys, I'm smiling because I was reading this comment.
Mm-hmm.
To get a good pair of dark sunglasses when walking with your girls in the Philippines. You can thank me later. Yeah,
Yeah,
because they
exactly.
they wouldn't see that you're looking at another woman. But me
Say
and
it,
Rich
say it, say it.
me and
Yeah.
Rich have this thing when we walk in the in the mall or anywhere. Like he would ask me, "Do you think that girl is my type?" So he will
Yeah.
always ask me, and I will always point it out whenever I see someone who's prettier than me. I will tell, that's for me, that's prettier than me.
But I don't think there
He
usually
doesn't.
is a woman
He
prettier
does.
than you. Most of the time, I seldom see a woman that I think is prettier.
That's
That was a helicopter.
yeah,
Yeah, a helicopter
yeah.
just shot by. But I seldom think there is a woman prettier than you. But look, here's the problem with the sunglasses. It works, but it doesn't work because if you see her, she saw her too.
Hmm.
She saw the girl too, and if she's a jealous type girl, she's immediately going to swing around, and look at you, and see if you looked at her, which I did. And I'm like, if you saw her, I'm
Then
not talking about you. I'm talking. And y'all hear the helicopter? It's like, yeah. Anyway, but she saw her too, and she's gonna look at you and all that and cause some friction or whatever. But Ching doesn't really get down like that, so I don't really have that kind of.
Because for me, when you look at other women, it's a sign of appreciation. Oh, you appreciate the beauty. Because I also do the same. When I see someone handsome, I tell them that that's handsome for
Yeah.
me. So we have
Yeah.
like different. I don't think it's a bad thing. If she gets jealous with those kind of things,
Yeah,
that's too
and
much jealousy for me.
yeah. Ching is pretty cool about. She has her moments, but never major moments. I don't think we've ever experienced
No.
any major issues.
And if it bothers
Yeah.
me, I will tell you.
Yeah, I'll give her credit. I don't think we've ever experienced any major issues due to jealousy.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So I've got quite a few pairs. Yeah, you better have that when you go here.
Right,
A few
for
pairs
sure.
of
Yeah, you need
sunglasses.
those.
Yeah. So I laugh about your jigsaw puzzle because oh, that's too
Dang, how does it just like I just touch it
okay.
right there? Okay.
Uh-huh. Mm. People don't
No, I think where did it go?
I don't know.
I barely touched it. You just got just
Yeah, okay. So yeah, we're there. So Keith Williams said, I laugh about
no way, dude. Okay.
okay. Keith Williams said, I laugh about your jigsaw puzzle because of what you said about Cheng learning how to do a jigsaw puzzle.
Y'all don't even know. You guys don't. I mean, it was mystifying. I mean, there's a whole bunch of adjectives that I could use to describe Ching learning how to do a jigsaw puzzle. But I will say this: it shows you the difference between how they're taught and how we're taught. It does because it was like no offense to you.
I got you. We talk about
Yeah,
this all
yeah.
the time.
It was head scratching, like um, because you can see the thought process, and it actually showed me it was a good thing between us because it showed me, hey, you're going to need to be more patient, um, because I got to see firsthand what
The
you're dealing with,
difference,
yeah, the
yeah.
differences.
The
So
difference
yeah,
when it comes to I'm just gonna say it for you, honey.
go ahead.
The difference between the educational system here. So we don't really get to we they don't teach us how to think outside of the box.
Yeah,
A
yeah,
lot of times,
yeah,
it's just pure basic knowledge, and they normally spoon feed you with everything that you need to know.
right.
But normally they don't really.
Not a lot of not a lot of thinking for yourself, not a lot of logic, not a lot of reasoning,
Mhm,
not a lot of analytical or critical thinking
mhm,
skills being taught
mhm.
in the school system out here.
Yeah,
Yeah,
let me just do this so it won't
but
get.
even if I do that,
No,
okay,
no.
that was close.
Yeah.
Okay, all right.
All right. So I think Keith Williams said, "Yeah, have a good night." So we're all almost closing into 2 hours.
Yeah,
So
we are
let's
coming
just,
close.
yeah, we'll just um scroll a little so we can just get
Okay, make sure.
everything.
Yeah,
Make
make sure
sure we
we
covered
acknowledge everybody.
everything.
Okay,
Yeah.
what is this here?
It's addressed to Jamal.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
All right. Did we
So,
miss anybody?
yeah, Men's Daily, he has a question.
Yeah.
How did you properly vet your condo company you are using? I heard the best trusted options for low scams are Facebook Marketplace, RentPad, and Airbnb for short and long-term rentals. So I'm the one who
Yeah.
did the search. He just showed me some places and then I check and verify. So
Yeah.
I'm the one who coordinates. So just like what Rich said, you need a local person to help you. And also I agree with you that I preferably not Facebook Marketplace, but RentPad is a more decent. We haven't. I think it's a good website,
Mhm. Yeah.
Airbnb, and also for short-term rentals. I agree with you.
Mr. My super chat asked if 330 was standard or normal. I think,
Uh huh.
and that's pretty much the
Yeah.
norm for a place like this.
Mm-hmm.
330 to 375, no more than $400.
Mm.
Period. It will be the norm for if you're looking for a place that's big enough for you and a partner, or
Mm-hmm.
just you. That's
That
standard
thing's
for a condo like
appropriate for
this.
you. Yeah.
Yeah.
So good morning. There you go. Have a nice day from Angeles City and. Mactan Newtown is the spot in IT Park area according to Frank Ellis. So that's good info.
Okay, excellent. K Dub, thanks for joining us. Appreciate you
Mhm.
again, and we'll see you. We'll see you after the next video.
Mhm.
Okay,
Yeah.
and yeah,
So also they're addressing their comments to each
it's
other.
typical. Live on the 40th floor. I
Mm.
don't think, Mister. I don't think it matters. The floor. I don't think the floor matters.
It
It's just the
depends.
condo
Mm.
itself.
Mhm.
But the floor, there's no significance in which floor you live on at
Yeah.
all. The
And
price doesn't vary according to the floor.
yeah, and also you're dealing with landlords because each unit is owned by a different person
Right.
and they're having it for income. Yeah.
Right.
So but I like that Southeast Asians how loyal they are comparably according to high player prodigy.
I agree with that. I think that's in general. I think you just have to know what you're getting into, because a lot of Southeast Asian people are in the countries. It depends. Cambodia, Thailand, especially China, really, they're very pragmatic and upfront. They let you know it is about the money, and if you don't have the money to give them the lifestyle that they want, they are not going to marry you. They're not even going to waste their time. So if
Mm.
you're, if you're okay with that, then that works and that's cool. But otherwise,
Mm.
I agree with that. There is a sense of loyalty because getting divorced is still a shame in a lot of people's minds. And one thing about Southeast Asian countries or Asian countries, if you get divorced, a lot of times people are going to blame the woman. No matter what the reason is, they're going to always blame that woman.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. So Jamal said people don't realize that a relationship is work. But if you find your best friend, that's all you need. I think
Roger
we
that.
started at we started out as coffee, started out as friends.
We did start off as friends. We worked together first.
Mm.
I really didn't really want to
Be in a
be in a
relationship with me.
relationship.
He
Yeah.
just like what he said in the
Yeah.
video, we
Uh,
were upfront about not I'm not his type, just to put it simply, because of the circumstances,
yeah.
because he has preferences, and I understand that. So
But I'm
um
glad you convinced me otherwise.
yeah, thank you
Yeah, I'm
also,
glad you convinced
and
me otherwise. Yeah.
I am just glad and thankful that you kept an open mind.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So Jamal, we definitely agree with that for
Yeah.
sure.
So if you go shopping for cookware with your woman and she compares the weight of a cast iron skillet to that of a non-stick skillet by seeing how hard she can swing it, you've got a good woman. That's a good one.
Good one. I like that. I
I
like that.
teach
Right.
English online now as a side hustle. I get $20 an hour, but I have a bachelor's degree.
Right.
That's a good.
Okay.
That's a
So
good
yeah, if you
info.
can, maybe some other people might want to get a hold of you, Frank, and see where you're teaching English, or how you're teaching English, and maybe they might want to get in on that. So,
Mm.
um, okay, so good.
Um,
Let's see. If you're looking at finding work in the Philippines to support you, you're better off staying in your country. I agree with that.
mhm.
There's you're going to need to bring your work with you.
With you.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you're going to need to bring a job with you coming here.
So
Yeah.
Troy said the beauty standards there are warped. I love my Filipina dark skin tone and slim figure. I tell her No
No skin
skin
whitening.
whitening.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't do skin whitening.
No, she don't do no skin whitening, and I like how
No.
she is.
Yeah.
I like one of the things I always appreciate about Chang is her shape, and she does yoga and a whole bunch of dance stuff, so she stays in shape. And we just ran a 10K. What, like
Yeah.
3 weeks ago? We ran a 10K like 3 weeks ago. So we're both active, and she gets in the gym too. So
Yeah.
I appreciate her taking care of her body.
Oh, I like Capricorns. Like Capricorns are cool people. Happy birthday, Coach D. It's also
Yeah,
his birthday, yeah.
yeah, I know. We didn't shout him out, Coach D. If we didn't give you a shout out before, my bad.
Happy
Happy birthday to you.
birthday.
I think I wrote it. I sent him a
We
message.
sent
Yeah,
her
yeah. Happy
him.
birthday to you.
Mhm.
To while we have the chance here too. I appreciate that.
Yeah, so Ivor said, "Don't listen to those haters." It's okay. He
Okay.
he often like he knows if I'm a little, I got emotional with the comment or
Yeah.
any response like that. He knows because I'm not gonna respond to comments yet because I'm trying to respond with an objective mind
Right.
without my emotions in. But I already have someone beside me, so I'm not looking.
Jamal, 61 square meters. Sorry, the one I'm in right now is 32. The one I'm moving to next month is 61 square meters.
Yeah,
Is the
that's
answer.
right.
Okay.
Thank you, William, for your compliment.
Ching, you're beautiful.
Thank you.
You're so beautiful.
Thank
Yeah.
you. Thanks, Rich, for the job lead. I immediately looked up flex jobs, just what I was looking
Good
for.
deal. Good
Good
deal.
deal.
Yeah, and look,
Thank you, baby. You're so
uh,
helpful.
uh, I I looked on Flex Jobs before we even started thinking about a YouTube channel.
Mm.
I looked on Flex Jobs, but luckily I was able to land my job teaching.
Wow.
Um,
Love
yeah, otherwise, but I had a different skill set than probably
that.
most people have. Um, so yeah, Flex Jobs is definitely a good place to start for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
Nothing wrong with giving a good woman that she has shown her worth praise. That's what a good man is supposed to do. Let the world know that she is your piece.
she is now.
Yeah, before I wasn't.
She
I'm
is
telling
now.
you.
Yeah, she is now. But listen to her. She's telling you the truth. She's telling you the
So
truth. Yeah.
Frank Ellie said, "Cheng got black girl lips."
I appreciate her lips as well. Yeah.
They said I look like Regina Hall.
Yeah.
I heard that a couple of
Yeah.
times.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah,
I appreciate her
Temple will
lips as
have a
well.
USA man run.
Yeah, it's not going to work on a
Yeah.
lot of. I think it works on some dudes. I actually think it works a lot on older dudes because they're so desperate to hold on to a woman that they're going to let her get away with a lot of stuff. But I even say I don't care how old you are, if you know your value, don't then you need to set a precedent.
Mm-hmm. And you also you need to start young because the boys will do tampo and stop. You have to stop immediately. Yeah,
Yeah.
you have to start young because when they grow older, they will think that it's okay to do tampo.
Yeah,
Also.
exactly.
So personally, I won't deal with tampo. I'd handle it the way you did, Richie.
I
And that's
appreciate
what.
for
Yeah.
sure.
And
Don't simp. And Frank, that's what it comes down to. Don't come here being a simp, right? Maybe you don't have value, or maybe you don't feel like you have value. But don't come here being a simp. Make sure if you feel like you have value, let her know. And you can't fake confidence. I'll just put it
yes,
that way. You
I
can't
agree.
fake it.
Shout out to
Yeah,
Smoothly because
exactly,
yeah.
exactly. Know who you are, and just don't put up with all that.
Yes,
Exactly. Right?
that's right. So, so true. According to Keith Williams, I thought he's going to leave, but he stays.
He stayed. Yeah, I'm mad at him.
So
Shoot.
true.
Yeah.
In California, it costs $800 for a single bungalow with the shared bathroom with the other unit. When I visit there on a job assignment for 3 weeks, do you pay for grocery bags there?
I think you do. Do you pay for grocery
So
bags?
now,
It's like 2 pesos. It's
yeah.
like 10 pesos. I think it is
For
something
the
like that.
eco
Yeah.
bag, if you prefer an eco bag, but if
Yeah.
you prefer like a paper, because now they charge it because you need to bring your own
How
bag
much is it?
now. 2 pesos.
It's 2 pesos.
2 pesos for a plastic bag.
It's less than 1 cent. No.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
also if you want a sturdy bag like an eco bag, that's 10 to 15 pesos.
There you go. So
Mm-hmm.
it's not expensive. Yeah.
Yeah. So are you talking about $1,200 to $1,500 budget in downtown Manila? That's insane.
Keith,
That's a
yeah.
month already.
Keith, I'm going to tell you the truth. Tobias, if you're still here, hit us. Let people know because people think you're BSing, but it's
No.
the truth. It is the truth. And look, here's the thing though. I don't go out clubbing. I'm not out in the streets. So I don't waste a whole bunch of money, but I do go out to restaurants. I do eat
You
out a lot.
sometimes eat, no?
I do, yeah, I do eat out. I wouldn't say a lot, but I eat out for sure.
Mm-mm.
I take her out and make sure we get some good food to eat or whatever. Um, but $1,500 is easily underneath my budget right now.
Mm-hmm.
Is less than my budget right now, and that's no joke. I mean,
Yeah.
we can run down the budget to you.
And just also, you can go back to our other videos. We did the
Hmm.
rundown of the how much
Yes.
do you need to live here comfortably, whether you want it comfortably or just live to just live
Hmm.
here in the Philippines. But I'm not. We're telling you the truth because that's what we're paying. I know for sure because I handle most of the grocery stuff and
Hmm.
everything. I paid
The most
mostly.
expensive thing you're going to have, the two things that are going to be expensive, one, I mean, they're not expensive, but they're going to be the most expensive.
Mm.
One is going to be your lease on your condo, and that's going to be between $350 and $650, depending on what you're looking for.
Mm-hmm.
But the second thing is going to be your medical insurance. That's going to be your most expensive thing because it's going to run you between 250 and somewhere around $400 a month.
Mm-hmm.
But get it because it matters. You
Yeah.
do not want to be caught here. You don't want to be caught in a bad situation here without
Yeah.
medical insurance.
Yeah, so Frank Ellie said, I will get $2,100 from SS when I retire in March. Manila wasn't
Yeah.
even on my radar. This changes everything. It does. 2,100 is
Yeah.
like a pretty good
Manila,
amount.
Davao, and Cebu are all
Mm.
going to be pretty much the same costs when it comes to
But
living in.
sorry
Go ahead.
to disrupt you. But I guess it's a lot more expensive in Davao and Cebu because there are a lot of expats
Expats and they're
now that
driving
are
up the
there.
right.
And you
Yeah,
know
it's
the
true.
supply,
Yeah.
the law of supply and demand.
Yep.
Yeah, so it's more expensive here.
Hmm.
It's kind of lesser expats here in Manila,
Yeah, for sure, for
and
sure.
most of them go to BGC.
Yeah,
So
yeah. It's
way
it is
expensive.
way it's not so expensive at all here. K Dub in California, yeah, the bags cost 10 cents to 50 cents. Exactly, they cost less than 1 penny here. So yeah, and then even less than a quarter if you wanted to get the sturdy Echo
Mm-hmm.
bags, right? So Frank Ellis says he's taken care of. He's got his Social Security when he retires, and yeah, yeah. Frank, you can live where you want to live. Just, I mean, make sure you budget. Make sure. For me, I'm lucky in that the money I make is in excess of what I need. So, but you can live on a. You don't have to like live like slummy or anything like that.
Hmm.
You can live very comfortable on that kind of budget which that you just named, right?
Gotcha.
Smiley, what's up? Thanks for coming in late. Appreciate you, bro. Let's see. I replied late because I'm traveling back to the states for the. All right, all right. So for sure, Smiley, get at me. Get at me. We chatted a little bit before. So definitely looking forward to meeting up, and I appreciate you dropping in.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Yes, definitely. We'll definitely link up for sure.
Yeah,
Uh,
no skin whitening because a lot of women here thinks that the lighter your skin tone is the more beautiful you are. That's a lot of the mindset for Filipinos. But
right.
I like my skin color.
Um, Vernon asked, Rich, how's your YouTube channel financially? We actually have two YouTube channels, but we try we feel like we're doing well. Obviously, we're a small channel right now. We got monetized after 7 months, I believe.
Mm,
After 7 months, and it's a climb. It's something that you better be dedicated to it. You better want to do it, but it pays off. It's just going to take a while. But as far as we're concerned, it pays. It definitely pays more than the rent. We'll put it
mm-hmm.
that way. We'll
Yeah.
put it that way for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Significantly
So
more than the rent. It pays everything that we needed to pay. And we're not getting rich off of YouTube. I'll say
yeah,
that.
we
But
just
yeah,
enjoy doing
but it
videos.
pays more than we needed to
Yeah.
pay. Okay.
So also Regina Hall, yes,
Mhm.
you do. Thank you, William. So
All right.
Maurice O'Brien said, I'm single, fit 60, looking for someone but not in a hurry. I'm not a fan of dating sites, but which one do you recommend? Um, a lot of dating sites have scammers. You really have to vet really, really carefully. I mean, you could entertain women, you could meet
Yeah.
women online, but you really have to, don't allow women to pick you up on the airport or know your whereabouts, know your hotel or whatever. You can just meet them somewhere and then try
Mhm.
vetting those women. And it's really important to meet them in person and don't commit a relationship online. We do not
And
advise that.
and I'm going to give some real quick tips. If you go online and you click on a woman's profile and you message her and she answers you immediately, she's not the one. That because she's lurking, she is sitting online. That is her job. That is likely her job, and that's why she answers you immediately because she's running up numbers, and she's probably not the one. The other tip I'll give you is that is any woman who calls you baby or who starts love bombing you immediately, stay away from her. She's not the one.
Do we tell them the dating site that we were doing that?
Yeah,
We could.
you can tell them if you want to.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So we met like in Filipino Cupid.
I think so.
Yeah, we met at Filipino Cupid, but just like what you said earlier, I don't want to waste time. Let's meet right away.
Yeah.
Because why are you going to prolong it if you don't click, then you don't click. That's it.
Exactly.
So, Keith Williams, you basically are living wealthy over there.
We're doing pretty good. We're doing pretty good. She has a good job. She has a pretty good job, and I think with our combined incomes, we do very, very well. We'll just say, yeah, yeah. So,
So
we'll leave it at that.
$1,500 is here, especially for a single man. Our total bill for 4 bed, 2 bath, fenced yard, 5 ACs, 2 run daily, plus a car
Right.
note. In beef for me still only comes to $1,600.
Imported beer, yeah,
A quart of beer.
yeah, yeah. So, I mean, look, don't take it from me. I know people are like, oh, that can't be true. Listen
It
to other
is.
people who are here. Listen to other people who are here. I mean, there's no reason for us to lie to you. You know, living our lives is here. Tobias is here. They'll tell you. Joseph, when he's on here, he'll tell you. It is what it is. It is what it is. It's a good life, and it's as good as you make it. But the cost is way less than what it'll be in the U.S. Okay.
So Jeffrey said, sorry, there you go. Said I spent 1950 a year for health insurance through Pacific Cross.
Yeah, yeah.
Mhm.
1950 a year is pretty good. So hey, good. Thanks for the shout out because I'm always looking to get lower health insurance. So I'll check out Pacific Cross. But
I think I
1950 is
saw
pretty.
Pacific Cross at Makati.
Okay. Yeah, 1950 is pretty good. I would take that in a heartbeat, actually.
Okay, so
Okay.
Christian Filipino, according to Jeffrey Thompson, is the best site. I would say that every site has scammers and
Yeah.
deceitful women. So
But I would say Christian Filipino has the least amount, but they're still there. They're still there. Yeah. If I had to shout out a channel or a dating site, I would shout out Christian Filipino.
So Living Our Life said it's imported beef. We don't drink.
Oh, my bad. Oh, my bad. I thought my man was saying imported beer. That was a typo. Okay. Thank you. Appreciate the correction. Okay.
So
all right.
we met on Troy Coat said we met on Filipino Cupid too. I booked a flight 3 months later to meet in person. Best decision ever. I have an amazing, beautiful Ilongga Filipina.
Cool. Right. Yeah. And we met. We didn't meet. We met online, but I was already here in the Philippines. I had just moved to the Philippines like a month or so earlier. So that's how we met. And I probably shouldn't even have been online that early before understanding the culture and kind of knowing what it was about. But
I'm glad you did.
Yeah, I am too. I'm glad it worked out pretty good. Okay. All right. We'll extend this another 13 minutes.
Okay.
Right? All right.
So Jamal said there was a recent YouTube video of an ex-worker of Christian Filipina, and he stated that they don't vet the woman and they do scam.
They do vet the women, but I'm just telling you, I'm gonna say it's better than other sites, but don't go on there thinking that it's gonna be so different that they completely screen them out and all the women are legit. It's not true. It is not true. So I think they vet better than other channels. But there's still scammers on Christian Filipino.
Yeah.
I like that channel because the women dress
decently.
Yeah, they make sure that they're dressed decent. They're not all showing their body in TNA and all that stuff. So, but there's scammers on there too.
Yeah, I agree. So also, it's not a bad thing to consider dating online, but you have to understand that once you go into a relationship with that Filipina online, and then there's an expectation that she will pick you up on the airport and will spend a lot of time with you. So just be mindful of all those things and have your mind right. Don't forget to hit the like button, huh? Don't forget.
Yeah, if you came in late, please, because our live stream is about to end, getting close to ending. you came in late, please make sure you hit that like button so the YouTube algorithm picks it up and pushes this video out, this live stream out. We really appreciate you guys hitting the like button. And Katie and Kyrie, we didn't give you a shout out, but definitely appreciate your advice. Don't go on the Kendra G show, right?
We were talking about Kendra G the other day.
Yeah, I won't say anything about Kendra G, but I would not go on her show. I don't think you're going to get a lot of quality women on Kendra G's show.
But we just discussed previously that a lot of dating coaches don't have a ring on their finger.
Exactly. If you ever pick up on that you seldom see a woman dating coach with a ring on her finger. And for whatever that means, whatever the reason is, who knows? But something to note, right? Okay. So Living Our Lives says he's going to put Manila on the list now. Okay, good. All right. I'd love to have somebody else, another expat that I know out here in Manila. That would be cool.
Yeah.
Okay.
So yeah, Living Our Lives says he resides in Cavite. So it's not actually a province. It's just
it's outside
Manila lang. Okay. Yeah. So Frank Ellis said, I heard Filipinas that date online have given up on Filipino men.
I'll let you. Yeah.
Because just like my previous example, a lot of Filipino men do not appreciate average looking Filipinas. So maybe just like my mindset on the other Filipinas who look for foreign partners think that they will just go to, or they will find a partner who will appreciate their beauty more, or they will be appreciated more. That's what I think.
Right. One thing to note is that you won't need to worry about competing with local Filipino men because the taste is different. We tend not to mind dating a woman with darker skin, but they want a woman with light skin. They're looking for taller women, and also Filipino men. Some of them like the big girls. Just something to think about. Yeah, so it is what it is.
So Troy Coate said, I committed to taking to a maximum of 10 Filipina online. The first 8 were scammers. One was married and one was alcoholic. Now my girlfriend was number 11. Quite the story, but maybe for another time. So you have to go through the bad ones to get to the good ones.
You're gonna have to sift through them because I'm just saying, when you come here, understand that there's a lot of good ones, but you're gonna have to go through some bad ones to get to the good ones. Usually, maybe I kind of got lucky, but look, I went through a couple of bad ones.
It's not
bad ones.
But you sensed the red flag already.
I went through some ones that I just said no, I'm cool. Before I got the one I got, and so you're gonna have to sift through some. Okay. All right. Let's see. And the other thing is that a lot of local men, they're not going to date a woman who has children because family pressure, all that other stuff. They might date a woman for one night that has children, but they're not keeping a woman on their arm that has children.
Yeah, because as we mentioned, face is very important here. So if I'm a man and I'm gonna date someone who has children already, the parents will like bombard him with, why did you pick someone who has children already? Something like that.
Right. Yeah, Troy, you got to go through it. I mean, you got to sift through them. There's a lot of bad ones. And it works. It bees like that, as my brother says, right?
So Living Our Life said, our light bill is typically $200, car payment $600, imported beef $300. The rest is easy peasy.
Light bill $200. Damn.
It's just amount like that because they have he mentioned they have 4 bedrooms, and then they have AC, 2 AC running 24/7. Yeah, so it makes sense.
Yeah, but if you live in a condo, it's not going to be anywhere close to $200. I mean, my most expensive electricity bill was 3,500.
Yeah, for a month.
3,500 pesos, which is how much?
Roughly around less than $100.
Yeah, less than 3,500. Yeah, but that's like $70. It's like about $70. Yeah, $65. Roughly was my most expensive in a condo.
Okay? So Thank you, sensible man. We are glad that you appreciate the work that we do. And Frank Ellie said the bad women in the Philippines is a lot better than the bad ones here.
In some cases, but at least you know what you're getting. You know what you're getting, and sometimes people don't even. I don't even know if you want to call them bad. You just need to understand that some women have don't necessarily have the same intentions as you. But a lot of women they they want to upgrade their lifestyle, and they're not afraid to ask a man to help them do it. Yeah.
Because if a man will do it, then I'll do it.
Yeah, and again, this is where the simps and the suckers make it worse, make it really hard for a lot of us, a lot of good men, because they're giving money. They're giving money to women overseas, which is an absolute no. Don't give money to the women. If you've never met her face to face, eye to eye, don't give her money. I don't care what her story is. I mean, let me rephrase that. If you give her money, then don't be mad if you find out later that she was doing this, that, and other with another man, or she had 5 other guys on the same line or the same string. Don't be mad because you've been warned to not give people money already. So you already know the drill of what it could be. So you can only be mad at yourself when you find out if you find out later that it wasn't something that you thought it was.
Yeah, so Troy said yeah, man, you need to ask a lot of questions when you talk. Look for the red flags. You have to ask tough questions. And if those tough questions wasn't answered by the Filipino you're vetting, then
then she might not be the one for you, right? Alistair, we're closing this down. Alistair said, the most intelligent live I've been on about the Philippines. We thank you, Alistair. We try to provide we try to be, add some humor, but give you some real knowledge, right? Some people want to come here. We don't want to sugarcoat it and act like it's everything, act like it's paradise. It's going to be, cost-wise, it's going to be a lot cheaper than living in the U.S. But as far as the women, you need to know what you're getting into. I mean, because there's some pros and there's cons to the women here. Too,
so Troy Cote, Rich and Cheng, what's your love language?
Man, I know what mine is. Cheng is going to tell you on Tuesday. She's going to tell you one thing. On Wednesday, she's going to say it's something else. What you can tell? What's my love language?
Your love language is time.
It's time. That's me. Time is the most valuable commodity I have, and I'm only going to spend it with people.
Quality time.
Yeah, it's quality time. I'm only going to spend my time with people that I feel like are valuable, or that I want to be with, that care about me and that I care about. So that's mine.
What's my love language?
Hers is every single damn one of them. I'm just being real. It's every one of them. Go ahead.
But most of the time, my giving love language.
She's a giver.
My giving love language is physical touch, number 1. Number 2 is acts of service, and number 3, you sometimes think that I'm just I want something, but most of the time I give you words of affirmation.
No, but I'm just joking.
What do you want?
No, because she said, "Oh, baby, you look so handsome." What you want? You need some money. But I'm only joking. I know. You never asked me for money, so I know that's not it.
So
Frank said, "Great live stream. Appreciate that."
Thank you,
Troy. We appreciate your comments.
Jamal said, "How's the noise level? Are the walls thick or paper thin?" I think it's paper thin.
The noise level, it can be bad. But look, you just have to make sure you vet where you're living. The dogs, barking dogs. Make sure that's the thing. I'm sure Tobias and Living could kind of talk about that too.
Especially when you live in a subdivision. Sorry, there are roosters, dogs barking all over.
Yes.
So you have to get used to it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So how many grandparents can one Filipino have that pass away? Don't give them money without knowing. How many appendectomy did they
A whole bunch, bro. A whole bunch. They were aunties, uncles, grandparents, mamas, daddies, little brothers, a whole bunch. And they'll give you every story in the book. It just says what it is. Right?
So loving person, I live in Cebu City, and my girlfriend is young, slim, and I don't have children. I only date Filipinas that don't have children. I do admit that I give a substantial allowance, but it's worth it.
To each his own. I ain't mad at you for it. I'm curious, loving person. How old are you, bro? I'm curious to know how old you are, if you don't mind me asking. And how old is the Filipino you're with? All right, Jamal said, "Have a good night." Jamal, thanks a lot. Appreciate you coming in. All right, and Frank, it looks like Frank is bugging out too. Frank, appreciate you coming in, Frank, and everybody's bugging out. Perfect timing because it's 2:29
at
2:29 hours, so perfect. All right, you guys. I guess we'll end it on this note. Loving person. Let us know how old you are. I'm a little curious. Keith Williams, we appreciate you, and looking forward to the next live stream in 2025, and that's when it'll be. So
So So karaoke on your neighbors, that's going to be a problem. So what
Tehran,
you just made it.
Yeah, just made it in, brother. Just made it in. We're about to end our live stream, but we definitely appreciate you dropping in, and we are doing good. We're doing really good.
Yes.
Appreciate the birthday shout outs. Appreciate
Thank you
guys
for all
coming
the
in,
super chats,
and appreciate you guys watching our videos. Happy New Year to everybody. Have a safe New Year, and we'll see you guys in 2025. So we love you guys, and thank you guys for helping us grow. We really appreciate that.
we do appreciate you. And just like how we always end our videos, this is
Deuces.
not yet.
Oh, sorry. All right. No.
Okay.
This is Ring. This is Ring.
Who are you?
I'm Richie
You
Rich.
combined our names.
I know I did. Huh? I'm Richie Rich.
And this is Cheng.
Deuces.
We're out.
We're out.
Peace.
All right.